So
I like
give
the
me that survival check then.
Right. I was loading Mythweavers.
Right.
Hey, it loaded. Wunderbar.
You search around for a bit, but due to the lack of trees, it's don't look like you're gonna be able to find enough firewood for this.
Can I knowledge nature for anything?
Sure, give me a knowledge nature.
Just to be like, well, I
Yep,
could also burn this fungus lying around here or something like that.
sure.
Could I?
That's when we really start to see dragons.
You
Could I?
notice and you know from this 17 in knowledge nature that none of the plants around you are trees, and therefore you will not be able to find the firewood to do this.
Can I assist his knowledge check?
Sure. As it turns out, they're still not trees.
So
Oh no,
Francis
I
is
just
gonna.
wanted to scold him for.
Okay.
Well, Francis is gonna start spouting off about, I remember back at the farm, I tried making some fires, and there were a lot of things that burned well, but those were mostly trees.
As it turns out,
And as it seems to be, there are not many of those around here. So
there's one. There's
Yeah,
one
there's no
tree.
trees, Francis.
There's one tree.
there's the one
one
tree.
that Kutku was trying to eat.
Trying to burn,
Yeah, trying to burn.
burning down that tree.
So maybe it'll be better on ice. You know what, you guys? You want some sashimi?
Do you have a way of
Kuku
freezing it,
sashimi.
or cooling it, or refrigerating it at
Or
all?
how about we go see a dragon? How's that sound?
Yeah, I feel like maybe we're getting distracted. Let's go see the dragon.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, you guys starting to pack up then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pack up.
All right. As you
Yeah,
guys are
I'll
packing
go
up,
ahead and take the remains and scatter them out, like in the bushes away from the campsite. Yeah,
You mean
I'm
the
not
giant hunk of meat you chopped off of the thing?
Yeah, I'm not just gonna leave it right at the
Just gonna-
campsite.
Chuck it away into
Yeah.
the tall grass. Okay.
Yeah, away from us if we're not gonna keep it.
You guys see? Give me a strength check.
I don't think strength's a strong suit.
I don't think it is
Well,
either.
this-
Yeah, you guys see him like
Nice.
shot put a really big chunk of meat like just over the little there's like a little you guys are in kind of a bowl just over like the lip of the bowl. into
Don
the
is
tall
having a
grass.
moment with the middle space.
Francis, come on, grab your things. We need to go.
But as you
Kinda
guys start
dust
to
off his hands and heads back.
okay. As you guys start packing up, you notice that Aubrey and his horse are just laying down.
Together?
Yep.
What do you want me to do about this?
Aubrey's horse is just asleep.
Is he
Aubrey's
just,
laid down
he
with
just
him.
gonna hold up her hand and say, "Wait a minute." She's gonna look at Don. And she's gonna be like, Donovan. I've been practicing. And she's gonna cast a spell, and then she's going to punch. And a little Zeta-sized fist of force is going to strike Aubrey for 1 non-lethal damage.
It's just like a on the shoulder.
Well,
Right.
no, it's a punch.
Aubrey wakes up. He was asleep.
She's going to present Donovan with a flourish.
Don cocks an eyebrow and just after a moment goes, keep practicing. And continues to pack up.
Aubrey will see that everyone seems to be ready to go and get up and wake his loyal mount.
Okay, loyal mount. Let me get that handle animal check.
Give me a level, Leslie.
Loyal Mounts.
Hold on. Got this one. This one's all me. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So you managed to rouse the horse, interrupting its sleep. It seems excited to see you as it awakes, and you're able to get it up and pack all your stuff.
All right. There goes my only good handle animal roll ever.
Oh, by the way, the horse and you are still fatigued.
Okay, not exhausted.
No, exhausted was the wrong thing to say last time anyway. Um,
Well, exhausted is descriptive of how you feel.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
It's not
assumed you
a-
meant at the time. I thought you were just like, oh, he's exhausted.
right. So you guys start heading out, following the trail north. You see off to your left. This would be the west for you as you're traveling. As you start getting closer to the mountain range, and the mountain range sort of starts to curve in your direction to the part where you feel like you're going to intersect with it, uh, there seems to be fencing before you actually get to the base of the mountain. When you notice the fencing, you notice that it seems like it goes on for a long ways. But
It's a lot of parries and riposts.
But
fences.
Kind of fencing, like cow fencing, or is it like
in
a
the
high
space,
wooden
in the middle
fence?
space.
It is a high. It's a high chain link fence, sort of like
Chain link fence.
it looks metal from the distance because you can see it glimmering and you can see through the fence in bits.
How strange.
it's a
That's
chainmail
never
fence.
Not
that's never
chain
something
mail.
I thought I'd hear within this universe.
But you guys travel for a couple extra hours before you see what seems to be a gate of some sort up ahead. Give me a perception checks.
I'll go ahead and slow lump to a slow
There it is.
trot.
So glad that wasn't the handle animal.
Roll 20, man. Come on.
Okay.
It's Francis's second 9.
All right.
999.
Donovan and Zeta see it. Everybody else seems a bit preoccupied. Atop this gate, it seems there's a fence that comes across, and there's a gate. Atop the gate seems to be a figure up there. Who you would imagine is some sort of um, watchman or something of that nature. Zeta can make out the figure. No, Zeta can see this as well, but the figure on top of the gate doesn't seem to be entirely humanoid in shape.
Can can I make a knowledge check to identify what he might be?
Sure,
What do you want?
this is going to be knowledge planes.
Can I assist it?
Sure,
You can't see it.
You
can
could describe it to
try.
me.
I don't know if I want to be making that much noise. I mean,
I'm
Zeta
trying.
not making noise.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess if Aubrey wants to assist, I'll kind of point it out to everybody. I'll whisper to Aubrey to see the
I
thing,
assist it.
and then I'll also whisper to Francis to point out the thing.
Francis is over here meowing. Not literally, it's Max, but Francis
Okay.
nods silently.
Yeah. So you you recognize this little guy here? You guys are about a good 100 feet out still. But you recognize this little guy who seems to kind of hop around the top of this gate as an imp.
An imp?
An imp.
Okay.
All right. So through whispers, I'll go ahead and relay that. To, oh no, we're 100 feet out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell everybody what's going on. That it appears to be some kind of imp, a much, much lesser spawn of hell.
Very interesting. Why would that be in these parts?
Well, because we are in Chiliax.
You think it tastes good?
Can I make a knowledge geography to inform everybody about
Sure.
Chiliax?
You haven't had much time outside the city, but is that the 27?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I know I'm reaching a little far here, so I was hoping for a good roll.
How
But yeah, I'll kind of
curious.
explain the basics of what I know. Maybe I gleaned it from like maybe a book
Furia.
that I picked up. Yeah, sure. From Furia. I probably
Aubrey-
asked her a billion questions without even
Aubrey
asking
said,
her name.
Aubrey said he's never met an imp, but he would certainly love to.
I don't really think that imp would be too happy to meet you.
He looks happy. Look at him bobbing around up there.
I think the imp would be happy to meet anybody. Just don't make any deals with him.
They make deals.
Well, he's going to try to goad you into some kind of agreement.
And you get good things for this agreement, right?
You might.
Zeta, you figure you guys have about an hour or so left of daylight.
Leslie really wants us to just go to that fucking dragon.
I'm just letting you know about the weather, because she
Okay.
knows about the weather.
Toast, I swear to God, if you bite me, that's it.
Oh, that cat's getting buttered.
I'm really good at weather.
God damn it, did you just...
Some low hanging fruit there. But, alright, well, are we gonna go make a deal with it or what?
Well, we don't probably need to make a deal with it. But we do
Well,
need to
maybe
get
it-
past.
In fact, I'd greatly prefer if we didn't make deals with it.
But if it could help us in some sort of way.
Well, or you could ask it if it's seen a dragon around. I'm sure that's not really something that goes missing.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll look to everyone. I've spent a few performances today. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. If it comes to blows.
Sure, we could avoid that.
Very well. Francis, are you looking to make a deal with the devil?
Wait, I thought this was Nip.
A low-class devil.
It's the weakest devil that there is.
Francis scratches his head, obviously having a hard time differentiating between the devil and the imp.
Zeta's going to pull out her spell book and call Francis over and begin with explaining the basics of the planes and seeing how much that Francis seems to catch on to or a part of, and seeing that Francis doesn't really seem to be retaining much of anything. She's gonna kind of just it's a lesser class of devil from the bad place that we call an imp, Francis.
Francis is like nodding his head, but he's kind of like tapping his foot along as he's nodding his head.
Don
Like a
is
baby devil.
Don approaches and interrupts Zeta, looks at Francis. Francis, imagine
Huh?
it like this. All right? Imagine that devils are humans and imps are poor people.
So what you're saying is that if people are poor enough, they become an imp?
No, they're still human, but distinctly different.
Donovan looks at
Distinctly
Zeta
different.
and just like there's this fury in his eyes. There's this primal anger in his eyes.
How are we gonna make a good deal with them if they're poor? I don't know about this, guys.
Can we please
Exactly,
just go?
exactly. Sir Francis, don't make a deal with them. Let's
Okay.
just go.
I get it. I get it. Don't make a deal with poor people.
How did you were really reaching on trying to be a dumbass in that situation. Like Donovan explained that in the most clear-cut manner.
Look, the logic is there.
You
Come on,
you,
Donovan, it's common sense.
You didn't
Don't make a
understand
deal
it
with
because
poor
you didn't
people.
want to understand.
I mean, look at what happened with, with that guy, the little crazy guy that
Got his loot stolen?
got his loot stolen.
Let's just move on, please.
We could probably steal their stuff. No, it's not worth it.
Okay, so assuming that Sable has probably already started moving on,
It's probably a safe bet that Sable has started trotting forward.
I feel like it's a pretty safe bet. We'll go ahead and chase after Sable.
Yep.
Come on, Lump.
Okay. So you guys eventually make your way up to the gate. The small creature atop the gate recognizes you approaching. Eventually, kind of gets to the edge of the gated area. You can tell that from this. Well, it's pretty easy to tell that the gate acts as sort of. It's built in like an airlock would be. It has two sets of doors.
Right.
To go in the first one and then through the second one. The little creature kind of hisses and says, "You all don't have any bodies, so what would your business be here?"
Orby will wave to him. Just travelers passing through.
Nobody passes through here. Aubrey, give me a perception check. Now that you're close enough to the gate. So the gate, it's basically just chicken wire. And beyond the gate, there's a shit ton of zombies. Holy fuck, there's a lot of zombies. Like a lot of zombies.
We can clearly see them.
They're just beyond the fucking fence. There's a lot of them.
They're making zombie noises and all.
Yep.
Aubrey's eyes will widen.
There's
look
a
back at the amp.
whole lot of them.
He says, "What is this?"
Well, it's the dumping grounds of some sort, you could say.
And who might I say dumps?
Anybody with a body.
Don't mind me.
Where?
You can pass through if you'd like. I can open the gates. You're more than welcome to go on through.
No.
Just a little confused. Why are the bodies in this state exactly?
Don is muttering something about all the punching bags beyond that gate.
It's just typically what happens to the bodies once they're left here.
So they don't come to this place like this?
No, not normally.
I don't know. It looks pretty normal to me from here.
Can I look around? What about the sides of the roads? Are they too high to see over or something?
Sides of what roads?
You said there were fences along the sides leading to this?
Yeah, the fences, it's all chicken wire.
Oh, okay, so we could see all around us.
If the zombies can't bust through chicken wire.
Do I see a way around
Why
this?
can't the zombies bust through the chicken wire? What's the question?
Do I see a way around this?
Nope, the fence
hole?
seems to go on for miles. Like I said, you noticed this a couple hours out while traveling.
And we clearly have to go through the gate, through the fence to
Oh.
get to the mountain.
I asked the imp, how do people typically get from this side of the fence to the other side of the fence?
The imp
Through a
looks
gate,
at
I
you
would
very
imagine.
strangely, and then points at Donovan and says, "This guy gets it. The gate that I'm standing on."
I see.
Don looks up at the imp. He's not very smart.
I
In
see.
fact, while I'm at it, I'm gonna warn you about that guy, and he thumbs to Francis. Just don't. Just don't. Actually, no. You know what? Make a deal for his soul. He'll probably give it to you.
The imp kind of looks over to Francis and says, you might have a point.
I was gonna ask the imp if he could tell him more about why bodies that are brought here get up and walk around.
Imp says, I don't really pay attention to what happens behind the gate. I don't really care. I just have to open the gate when people want the gate open and make sure the gate's closed when it needs to be closed. That's all I'm here for. You can,
And you're here by whose order exactly?
well, I'm here by the order of the person who bound me to this place. And whenever my 100 years, 86 left, are done, as long as the other end of the contract is upheld, everything will go on smoothly, and if not, I get a soul out of it.
There's a soul right here that you could take. He just keeps thumbing over to Francis.
Be honest with you, I'd prefer not to have the soul, and I'd prefer the contract held up, but a soul is fine too.
Oh, he dropped out.
I don't think so. He's coughing a bunch.
No, he dropped out.
Oh, time to take his soul.
So before I do it, casting a spell-like ability, what kind of
There he is.
Heck,
Looks like a spell.
just looks completely like a spell?
Yep.
Okay.
It's just a very spell-like ability. It's an ability that's very spell-like.
I'm gonna look around to the group and what should we do here? Should we go in?
The imp kind of seems a bit impatient, but has its eyes fixed on Francis and says, "So, what do you want?"
Okay, so, um, I think I'm gonna keep my soul for today.
Well, I don't
No,
want your
don't
soul
be
to
like
begin with. I just want a favor.
Okay, what kind of what kind of favor?
Well, it depends on what you're capable of, doesn't it?
I suppose it does.
He's not capable of much, so don't get your hopes up.
It's
Right.
true.
I'm at this point. I just wanted to make sure I'm doing this right.
Mhm.
So, my wind carried voices trait allows me to, at will, as long as I'm outdoors or in an area where there's a noticeable air movement, I can whisper to any creature from up to 30 feet away. I can
Hmm.
only do one person in sight to hear my voice, and nearby creatures can hear the messages if they make the perception check. But it says it's an extraordinary ability that otherwise functions as message.
Extraordinary abilities, I believe, are not spell-like
Mm.
abilities.
Yeah, I
It's
don't think
It
so.
would function in an animatic magic field.
It
So it's not even
functions. It functions like a spell, but you just do it by talking.
Yeah, so it's not actually a spell-like ability, I guess. I can
Nah.
just straight up whisper to Francis,
I would think so.
as long as there's some kind of wind movement nearby.
Okay.
Now, my racial trait, Breeze Kissed, causes there to always be a wind nearby.
No.
There's always a movement of wind. It's never completely still.
Breezes seem to follow most sylphs wherever they go, but some sylphs are better able to control these winds than other. A sylph with this racial trait surrounds herself with swirling winds, gaining a +2 racial bonus to AC against non-magical ranged attacks. I can calm and renew the winds as a swift action, and once per day I can channel the wind into a single gust to attempt a bull rush or trip. but after that, the winds are exhausted and no longer provide any kind of bonus.
I think like the implication though is that like your voice is carried on the wind that reaches the person.
Right.
Well, there's wind everywhere.
Yeah, that's
It
what
doesn't.
that's my point on that.
The
Yeah,
breeze follows me, and I'm surrounded by a particularly strong.
it's hard to
portion
say
of it.
there's not any movement of wind right now.
And it's
No.
enough of a breeze to give me a +2 racial, a +2 bonus to AC to knock arrows out of the way.
I
That's
feel like
gonna
I would
come up
feel the wind.
a lot more now.
I'm trying. I'm trying here.
Okay. Yeah,
So
sure.
there's
You can whisper to people nearby.
cool. That's all. That's all I want.
But
is
now you
whisper
have
around.
a very prominent wind around you at all times.
Oh no, I've been very clear
Oh,
about
alright.
this.
I just want to.
This is I have not in
Yeah,
any way attempted to suppress this in,
he's
in
been
any way.
he's been stressing the wind around him.
All right.
Her.
So yeah. So while that's going on, the imp notices KFC's guitar. It says, "You write music."
Kind of looks around and kind of bolsters up a bit. Why, yes, I do.
Okay. The reason for all that is that I'm going to whisper to KFC not to make a deal. Not to make a deal.
All right, it's perception and notice.
Well, I think
Oh,
it
no,
happens for you, but anybody nearby could perception to see to hear it.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, and then he kind of like stops for a second, and then looks at the imp for a bit. But it's bad music.
Perfect.
And
Donovan is on the ground laughing.
Surely a person such as yourself with such a propensity to garner attention would like to be able to be less noticeable from time to time.
Francis is like biting his bottom lip. Then he looks to Zeta, then back to the imp, then
The
back
imp
to
says, "Allow me to demonstrate," and the imp kind of like snaps his finger and is gone. And then
Francis
reappears. Says,
drops.
"Easy enough, simple deal. You write me a song about the glories of Asmodeus, and you can turn invisible at least once a day."
Francis looks back to the party.
Oh, he's gonna whisper to Francis.
Wait, hold on.
Now,
let me go confer
of
with my
course,
associates.
if you fail to write a song honoring the glory of Asmodeus, by the time you perish, of course, your soul is forfeit. Write the song, and of course, none of this has to happen. But either way, you can turn invisible.
You said you didn't want souls.
I don't want the soul. I would like the song. But if you default and don't actually play the song, well,
What can you
that's
do?
defaulting. That's how these things work.
Okay, logic is there. Let me go confer with my associates.
Right? Are we all gonna?
I'm gonna like walk back, a good 10 feet or so at the party.
Aubrey will ask him if he really wants to sell out like this.
I don't know. Isn't the goal of most bards to sell out?
Zeta's gonna kind of lean over, and she's gonna say, "How well do you think you could write it?"
I mean,
To be fair, all he asked for was a song about the glory of Asmodeus. He didn't say it had to be good.
that is all he asked for.
You could honestly
Asmodeus.
just scribble down, Asmodeus is great. Asmodeus is great. Asmodeus is great in
Nah,
a melodic
that doesn't-
tone.
That doesn't
And it would work.
exemplify
No,
his
no,
story.
you have to put some beat into it. Asmodeus,
The
Asmodeus,
imp kind of
Asmodeus.
conjectures from the back. So you guys have your backs to him. Says, "I wouldn't try to trifle with plainer law."
Donovan looks up. Well, then maybe plainer law should try to be a little more, I don't know, not read the fine printy.
It's all about intent.
Asmodeus, my Brodius.
Being
no,
that we're not from here, how much does Zeta know about Asmodeus?
Probably not much. Let's see a religion check just to see.
I'd like to get on that as well.
Sure.
Ooh,
Not much. Aubrey, you've spent some more time out and about. You know that there is a pretty, well, it looks like it had at least at one point been a very major church of Asmodeus in town in West Graham, as well as the fact that there have been a few other passerbys who've held a symbol of Asmodeus around their neck.
I just know he's
He's a pretty
big bad
prominent
guy.
deity.
All right. So Francis is gonna pull out his notebook, and he's gonna write down something, and he's gonna show it to Zeta, and say aloud, "Hey, what about these lyrics? You think this would be good enough?"
are you
I'm gonna send it to you in Discord.
okay?
The imp says, it's really not a big thing. It's very cut and dry. Write the song. As long as you perform the song at least once a day, you can turn invisible once a day.
So what you're saying is that he would have to he would have to basically
No
give
one
praise to
says he has to
Asmodeus
worship
every day.
Asmodeus. He simply has to play a song admiring Asmodeus, espousing his virtues. Can pretty it up however you'd like, but as long as
Francis,
the intent is there.
I think. Oh well.
And to be clear, he doesn't have to play it every day, or his soul is forfeit. But as long as he plays it at least once, and he gets the ability to turn invisible, he's free to do what he likes. Now, if he never writes the song, well, no use belaboring the point. I'll let
And
my offers stand.
What do you get out of this deal exactly?
With a favor, the song.
Hmm.
This seems
I
pretty
mean-
straightforward. I thought he was the dumb one.
I'm just wondering what exactly it is that you want with a song.
All right. At this point, we should call upon Aubrey's knowledge in profession barrister.
Profession barrister?
Aubrey was the barrister, right?
He was no. His profession is a barber.
Sorry, it was winter camp.
Jesus. He says,
Uh,
you can think about it and let me know when you want to get back in here. But for now,
Actually,
I'm assuming if you want to get beyond the gate. And he kind of hops about for a second, and the first gate kind of slides open.
hold on. That was a knowledge, fucking, history to see if I knew anything about the history
Of what?
with Asmodeus in the land.
Not much.
There's any kind of events or anything.
You know Asmodeus is a prominent religious figure who has a church in West Crown.
All right. Well,
At least Ober gets the idea that he's a big bad dude.
Big bad dude.
No, he's just
Why-
misunderstood.
I had a pretty good knowledge geography earlier. Would that tell me anything?
You also
About,
this
like,
is
how
like your
prevalent?
third day outside of your town,
Right.
so you have all of the knowledge of Furia to glean off of. I mean, you know enough about Asmodeus at this point that you know that most of the laws of Cheliax are based off of Asmodeus's tenets.
Okay.
guess,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get like how much do I know about how reverent he was in the area?
Wait, the laws of the land are based on his script.
Tenants?
So
Yeah. So I'm gonna relay that to Francis as well.
I don't know if it's enough to go off of. I might need to go read a little bit and come back and make a deal. But
the imp reiterates again. don't have to write the song immediately, just before you die.
Can I wait? Okay, so can I start getting the benefits before? Can we
Sure,
make like an IOU?
absolutely. If you'd like to
How
have
much
the
soul do I have to put down?
your soul is simply there for collateral. You play the song once a day. Anytime you've played the song, you'll have the ability to turn invisible within the next 24 hours or so. And if you don't play the song, you don't get the benefits. If you never write the song, I get your soul at the end of everything. If you do write the song and have played it at least once, you're free to go.
Okay.
So
I
is
have a
it a
question.
deal?
Don't we have a dragon to go meet?
He's
It's on the
completely
other side of
ignoring
this
Don at this point,
giant fence.
still
with
eyes
zombies.
locked onto Francis.
Yep, we have a deal.
Then the deal is struck. You're free to go. As he motions to the big door of the gate that is slid upwards.
Are the zombies free now?
Nope, it's the first of two gates.
I'm gonna ask him if we can.
Yeah.
How can we just walk through?
Yep.
How many are there, by the way?
I don't know what you're asking now.
I mean,
Zombies.
like
How
There are a
many
lot
there?
of fucking zombies.
on the other side of this gate, it's like it's just all zombies, or is it
They're
like
pretty. They're not like a big one horde. It's not like a mosh pit from here to the mountain range. You have a good 100 yards before you get to the actual base of the mountain where there's an incline. But there are plenty of zombies. There are some hordes off in the distance, like where they're clumped up. But in your immediate area, not as many.
it's like the jungle zone
I don't
in
know what you're talking about. But it
in
seems
the
like they're
Pokemon
also
game.
pretty slow moving.
KFC shrugs. All right, let's go.
But it is sort of like the Safari Zone.
Seems a little
Safari
risky.
zone. That's it.
So you guys all walking into the first gate.
Guess we are.
I don't like this.
Sable
Are
says,
we leaving our horses
what are
out here?
we... Yeah, Sable's about to ask about the horses as well. We gonna leave the horses out here? Because I feel like someone should watch the horses.
Hey, I'm gonna look back to the imp. How about we leave the horses as collateral?
No.
Donovan immediately
The imp says,
slaps the back of Francis's head. I am not leaving horse with this imp.
Are you taking horse to the zombies?
Stay with Sable here. She did a good job of taking care of them earlier in the day.
the imp says, I'm not going to be held responsible for your horses. Nor do I want them, as our deal is already struck.
And you can't go anywhere anyway.
And I can't go anywhere anyway. But if your horses were to be left here alone and eaten by some type of wildlife, I'd tell you about it.
All right. Well,
Sable, could you please watch the horses while we go
Wait.
talk to the dragon?
She kind of rummages through her stuff for a second, says, you'll probably need this, and holds out the bag.
Thank you, Sable. I appreciate that.
isn't
Donovan
it
takes
about
the
to be
bag.
dark?
It's like an
Yes.
hour till.
Got a good 50, 45 minutes before we get started.
Should we not camp here before we go?
Yeah, we should totally camp here before we go.
Yeah, right in front of the zombies. Great fucking idea. Yeah, you know
maybe
what?
maybe the night would be good cover to
You're
get
just gonna
there
ask the imp,
unseen.
how often do the zombies get out of the fence?
The imp says, never.
It's chicken
See, we're
wire.
fine.
How do they not get out the gate?
We're fine.
Donovan looks up at the imp. No, really. How do they not get out of the gate? It is chicken wire. I could punch my way through it.
For the same reason that I can't leave my post. There's a lot of powerful magics keeping these things inside. They don't even try to approach the gates.
That makes no sense.
Zeta's gonna kind of tap Dawn on the shoulder and just be like, hold on. And I'm gonna do detect magic. in the direction of the imp.
In the direction of the imp. The imp.
Well, of the, it's a 60-foot cone. The imp, the gate.
Okay.
Defense.
Essentially, you can't detect anything past the gate. It's
Yeah.
it's like looking at a wall of pure light.
It's just we're safe. We're good.
You're just staring. You're like, don't worry, Don.
It's a huge Donovan. It's a huge wall.
No, what I'm saying is, if there is enough magic in place to keep these things in, why wouldn't there be enough magic in place to make sure there were no zombies in the first place?
I think the zombies are a
The Imp
side effect
interjects.
of the
We
magic.
well, I well, why would you need magic to keep zombies in if you had magic to stop zombies from happening?
I think we can only stop zombies after the fact.
I'm gonna
Donovan
point
looks
out
at
to
the group.
Donovan and said, "The spell clearly isn't made to do that."
Donovan looks at the group. There is a dragon that we are going to meet. Are you really going to tell me that this dragon would abide by a bunch of zombies hanging out in his territory?
I think the zombies are incidental.
Yeah. Do we even
The
know
imp-
what
the
kind of
imp-
dragon this
The Imp
is?
interjects again and says, "I assure you, they're not."
What if it's a zombie dragon?
The zombies serve more of a. They're like
Determined?
soil. They're like soil that grow, so to speak, the food that the dragon eats.
So we shouldn't kill his food.
It'd be preferable if you didn't.
But will they try to kill us?
They're going to anyway.
Yeah, we're the hapless adventurers that travel into the zombie farm.
No one
Donovan
typically
looks at the
goes
group.
into the zombie area.
What you
How do-
say? Are we the food?
Wait,
I mean, I
We're
would
just gonna
hope
ask him
not,
if-
because I still need this one here to write a song before he dies.
We're just gonna ask him if he could get us safely across.
I was gonna ask who?
The imp.
Imp
Imp
says,
man.
No, he can't. He's stuck there.
I'm
He's
thinking
magic. He's magic kids. Do all sorts of fancy stuff.
"If you're not going in, I'd like to close the door."
I really just want to go talk to the fucking dragon already.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and close the door. I say we camp
Door
out for
kind
the
of
night.
slides
I have a little
shut.
writing to do,
Yeah, let's camp out
which
and
may or may not be helpful in this next scenario.
tackle this in the morning.
Yeah, we camp out for the night. We let Francis write a song.
All
Yeah,
right, so you
Francis
guys
is going to start
set up
writing
a
a
camp.
song titled
Where?
Tribute.
Where are you guys setting up the camp?
Is there
I don't
any
know.
source of water nearby?
No.
Are you seriously writing tribute?
Trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Preferably about
No.
200
All right,
200 or so meters away from the imp.
pretty much, yeah.
Mm.
Let's go with that.
All right. So you guys set up camp about 200 yards out. It's nice and quiet.
Okay.
We I'm assuming we don't have a fire because there's like no wood.
Give me a survival check. We'll see.
Somebody
Actually,
help
this
me
is
out here.
probably not what I want.
That ain't doing it.
Let's try these. Doesn't seem like there's too much firewood out in these parts. You guys can burn a torch.
And all sit around the torch.
Do you guys need any help seeing?
So I mean, I do have spark, so
You can
if we can
light up some
gather.
grass.
It'll burn pretty much
Hold on.
instantly.
Hold on.
Hope we see any firewood.
Is that a survival check?
Yeah.
No.
It's a desert out here.
It's not a desert. It's very much grasslands.
Oh, where's my
It's
mouse?
a desert of grass.
Are you guys seeing okay?
Hold on. I'm about to.
Yeah, that was survival to try and find anything flammable.
We're gonna be so cold.
But we have tents, so whatever.
There's
we'll just
some
set up the
bushes
tents.
nearby. Aubrey. You could probably uproot a bush. Fucking
That's good enough.
burn it.
We
I'll give
could
you that.
let's
Probably
just
turned
tie it
with
up to the horses and let them pull it up.
his beard.
Okay, so you guys can uproot a bush. And that's what you'll use for a white. You set up
When you
camp.
say it like that, it sounds silly.
So, where are you guys?
Zeta's gonna kind of keep her distance
What
from
are you guys
the
doing with the horses, though?
burning bush crowd.
I'm just gonna hang out with Spring.
Okay. Because you guys don't have anything to tie them to.
Yeah, Francis is gonna set up tents and just tie the horse to one of the tent stakes.
Okay. So, Ober, you setting up your tent?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Anybody doing anything else for the night?
Who am I in a? Who was I sharing a tent with?
Not Aubrey.
I think
No,
it was
wasn't
was it
Aubrey.
me?
It was with the horse.
Or was it with might have been with Francis. I don't know.
Sable?
Sable? Maybe. Do I need a performance to attempt to write the tribute?
You can write it if you want, and you can. I mean, if you're gonna perform it, you'd be just performing it to the party.
In that case, yeah. Francis is gonna spend a good chunk of the night and then work. Kind of work late, working on a song
Okay.
about Asmodeus.
So, you guys can do whatever you need to do before you bed down, but if there's nothing else,
Should title it "Yeah, Asmo be there."
so the night goes on for a while, but as soon as the sun's completely gone and it's just dark out, you guys are kind of sitting around doing your thing. You hear it. It's off in the distance, but it's definitely there. So there's a pretty prominent roar. I don't think the sound came through very well, though.
I heard something.
Okay.
I imagine that's
Let's
what you were
try it
talking about.
again. There we go.
Okay. A little quiet, but yeah.
Following this,
It's in the distance.
give me perception checks. You guys are pretty close to the fence. Killswitch sees it. Donovan and Zeta see it as well. Off in the direction of the fence, you see little lights pop up every once in a while.
Within the fence or outside?
In the direction of the fence, but higher up in the air.
Of course, I don't see it.
Little flickers.
Hmm.
Every once in a while, you hear a kind of a wail of sorts.
That's eerie.
Francis kind of sinks down into the ground as he's watching it.
Zeta's gonna jump up, and is all about finding out more of whatever the fuck's going on.
Okay, so you're gonna go
Donovan
closer.
cracks his knuckles. As
Are
he
we able to
stands
attribute
well.
it to swamp gas?
You guys gonna go closer to the fence and check out what's going on?
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Oh, yeah, after getting the roar?
As you guys get closer,
Hang on. I want to sneak
who
up
all
on
has
this.
dark vision?
Francis does not have dark vision.
Aubrey
I-
don't.
I know I've brought it up a few times.
I don't think
So
Aubrey
just
has
Zeta?
dark vision.
I certainly don't.
Yeah, nobody
Okay,
does, but
so Zeta
I'm a
can see
human.
it pretty clearly. There's a lot. A lot. You thought there were a lot of zombies? Oh, no. No, no. There are a lot of pretty spooky incorporeal creatures flitting around through the air. And every once in a while, some of them try to escape. That's where you're seeing these blips of light come from.
They're like hitting the barrier.
Yeah. This place is swarming with them.
Do they like Dementors?
Sort of. Some of them do. Some of them look different. Just give me a knowledge religion.
Are you gonna describe it to me, Zeta?
I asked you guys several times if you guys can see fine. Nobody said anything about otherwise, so
Okay.
you guys can see fine.
Donovan is obviously squinting next to Zeta. He can't really see what it is she's looking at.
I don't know what I've seen yet, but
You see the vast majority of what you see are shades and shadows. Every once in a while you catch a glimpse of a wraith. And
they're
they
just
look
leaving the bodies.
panicked.
They're like leaving the bodies and slamming into the wall.
They look like they're coming up out of the ground. And for the most part, they're all kind of just doing their own thing. But you notice that from the ones that you see that slam into the wall, they always seem to come from further in. Like they enter your dark vision, they shoot straight towards the wall, they hit it, and then they kind of scatter out.
Zeta, what the hell is going on over there?
Shadows, shades, and corporeal figures. They appear to be attempting to flee from something.
There are
They're all just kind
also
of panically.
a few bodies that are on the ground. They seem like zombies that have been destroyed in some way.
I thought the imp said they didn't try to escape. Well, then again, he said that zombies didn't try to escape.
Right, he said the zombies didn't try to escape, but it appears to be all kinds of souls and spirits that are attempting to flee from something, or they're panicked about something.
Trapped.
Look.
Sable.
I
Sable
can't.
speaks up and says, this is probably why the wizard said not to come at night.
It's a good thing we made camp then, right, guys?
Uh-huh.
But Sable, you see, approaching one of the bodies, well, what's left of a body on the ground, seems like there's another zombie in there or at least another shambling corpse of some sort that seems has more intelligence to it. It kind of reaches down and grabs the corpse by the arm, and it pulls it up. It just pulls up the skeleton, and they both walk outside of the dark vision.
Wow.
Wait, so a big, larger undead figure.
It's not
came out.
larger, it's just another undead figure reached down
More.
to what would look to be at most of a zombified corpse that had been immobilized in some way, and pulled up just the skeleton. The skeleton animated and walked away with it.
All right.
You get the idea that that's probably how the zombification happens too.
So, Zeta's just gonna kind of look around at the group. She's like, guys, listen. It's fucked in there, and it is so fucking cool.
All I see is a lot of walking punching bags.
No, look, if you look farther, well, you can't see it, but if you look farther in, there's a bigger one that's smashing the immobilized zombies and then reanimating them. It's amazing.
It's not bigger. It's not smashing.
Oh, it's. Alright.
regular sized.
Ripping, pulling. Oh no, it's
It's
just
just
animating.
it's just reaching down, animating just the skeleton, and when it pulls it up, it just pulls up the skeleton. The rest of the body stays on the ground.
Right, so that's what it's doing, and it's metal as fuck.
It
I
is
don't
pretty
say it's
metal.
metal as fuck, but no, I said it's metal as fuck.
He like walks away with like his hand on the skeleton's shoulder, talking.
But yeah, Don, you're if you get close enough to the fence, you have to get pretty close. You do. I mean, you can see the lights as they flicker. They're very visible lights in the darkness. And when the
So he's
lights
gonna-
hit, you can see the surrounding shades because they are very absent. You see the it lights up the little area for a while, and you see just a whole bunch of figures flitting around.
Yeah, it doesn't look too nice in there. I don't think I can punch spirits.
Francis is here, right?
No, I think Francis stayed at camp.
Yeah, Francis is not sure about that. He's got some homework to do.
What's
Yeah,
that if you
at
die
the cost
tonight?
of his soul, you
I
know.
can't believe Francis took a deal.
I told you he would.
All right.
It's, I mean,
Don
the
told
dream.
you.
It's the dream.
That imp's gonna get such a fucking promotion.
It's not even a very good deal. It's not even really spectacular. He plays a song for Asmodeus once.
Yeah, he'll get the latest like
has
EP
to-
for
He has to play it every day to get the invisibility.
Asmodeus Inc.
And specifically, he has to perform it.
In front of people. He's gonna knowingly convert a few souls.
Francis is
Oh,
gonna get
man, but
so
why
tired
would-
of this song.
Why would the imp care about a song?
So, we're gonna our private conversation. I literally said, I feel like we don't really have a reason to. We could just go. But also, if this forever condemns you to write metal as fuck Asmodeus songs, that's not so bad. This was 821.
Yep.
Wanted to throw that one back.
All right, so there
Yeah.
you guys are. You guys want to do anything with the?
I'm gonna run over to Francis and be like, Francis, it is so good that we didn't go through the fence while you had homework to do.
You see, there's a reason. There's a madness to my
Wait,
method.
did Obery go to the fence?
There's a method to my
Yeah, I
madness.
would have followed along with Zeta.
Okay, your horse followed you.
Of course.
Of course.
I'll stay with her.
So yeah.
So you guys.
What's going on
Good.
over at the fence?
She's yeah. Zeta's gonna be like, Francis, come on, let's go. Pull him over. And Francis, you can't see.
You can see
So-
the lights. And every time there's a big burst of light up there, you can see the immediate area, which is
Just
swarming
light
with
up with-
shadows.
Spooky shadows and skulls and shit.
That's pretty spoopy.
Right? It's fucking sweet. Zeta's be like, look. It's so cool.
I mean, Francis is like kind of lost in thought watching everything.
It's been a little while after the sun has set at this point. You guys have had some time to talk to each other, and walk to the fence and back.
So
You guys hear it again in the distance.
the roar. All right. When
Oh,
I hear the
shit.
roar, I'm gonna clap my hands and point at Francis. And just like, Francis,
Mm-hmm.
everything is spooky and metal. Do your song.
All right. Francis pulls out the guitar from behind his back, swings it back around, He kind of takes a stance, looks up, waits for a couple of the lights to hit, and then kind of catches on to the timing of those lights hitting, and then starts kind of tapping his feet to that. Continues on for a minute, and then begins playing a song about a tribute to the glory of Asmodeus.
We've come full circle, boys.
Don't you make a knowledge religion to see what you know about Asmodeus to include in the
He
song?
doesn't know much.
But he's gonna basically refer to the power of Asmodeus as basically a mighty wall that blows away her enemies at the slightest touch.
$24. It's pretty good.
Yep. The
So
party.
Zeus is gonna clap excitedly for the whole song.
Okay.
Donovan,
Party
we'll
will,
just do a
attempt
grumble.
party will work for
do a-
this.
Reform dance and do really bad at this.
Kill switch. You feel something kind of click mid-performance. You don't know how exactly. You feel like you could totally just turn invisible at some point.
Totally. All right. Cool. Just kind of like the song is like stuck in my head all day. It's just like that feeling of whenever you feel something just kind of stuck in your head, like a song, you just can't get that
sort of
one
like
verse out.
it's sort of like when you have like a paper ball in your hand, and there's a garbage can nearby, and you're like, I could totally hit that shot. It's like that. You just gotta do it.
You just got it, yeah. All right, so yeah, good. So that will be the start to his song. I believe there's interpretive dance.
Yeah, there was an attempt. It's a 10.
It's about as good as any normal person interpretive dancing could be.
See, there we go.
Okay, okay.
The fact that
I'm
her
good with
hair
that.
is always blowing in the wind helps. Even when there's not very much wind, but there is a decent amount of wind at the base of this mountain. So, anything else you guys want to do for the night?
Just gonna write that shit down and go to bed.
Uh, was it the thing that I saw making the skeletons clearly wasn't the thing that's roaring?
No, clearly was not the thing that's roaring. The roar sounds like it's not very far away, but far enough away that you feel safe about the roar, relatively safe, I suppose.
All right, then
But it's
yeah, let's
definitely
go to
a
sleep.
very large creature. It's like when you hear a really far away explosion. It's like you know the explosion's far away, but the fact that you can still hear it means that it's probably a pretty big explosion. Alright, so you guys bed down. Aubrey, where are you tying up your horse?
I'll stake her to my tent as well.
Okay.
Why are you doing this? You know you're just going to be exhausted now.
So, is it enough staking? It doesn't actually matter. She tries to get in your tent. She's
I'll lay
also a
with it.
horse. Okay. So as everybody's bedding down, Aubrey, your horse bites you when you start falling asleep.
I'll just pet her mane.
Okay. Is that all you're gonna do all night? Because
You know,
I'm gonna let you know now that every time you try to sleep, the horse is gonna bite you. Just full disclosure.
until she falls asleep.
So you're gonna try to wait out the horse.
Horses are very fast sleepers.
All right, give me a will save.
We'll save.
Yeah, will save. Let me go find out what the will save of a horse is. We're gonna see who falls asleep first.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Well, we'll see. Maybe the horse is real bad at this. So you wait for like a couple hours, but the horse outwaits you and bites you when you try to fall asleep. You want
I
to wait a
ask her what
couple
she
more
wants.
hours? The horse kind of at you.
Do I have any seeds? Oats.
I'm assuming everybody else is fast asleep.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
For the record, I took Donovan's tent.
Okay.
Aubrey has his horse.
You were not invited.
I invited myself. I probably
You
got in while you were putting the tent together and just kind of like,
We're
hey.
not invited. Do you want to die?
Yeah.
Because this is how you die.
All right, Aubrey, what are you doing? You gonna wait a couple more hours and try this again?
What are my options here?
It's up to you.
Would
You can
not
do what you
be
want to
out.
do.
Go
You told me you're gonna try to wait out the horse.
That seems to be my option.
Do not bring your horse into my tent.
You could always try to stake the horse somewhere else, further away.
Where are the other horses at?
The other horses are staked to everyone's tent, but they're not trying to sleep in anybody's tent. They're just sleeping outside the tent.
You monsters.
Did we not buy horse blankets? Because pretty sure.
Can I
it's not
handle
cold
animal
weather gear.
to
Sure, let's see the handle animal.
I'll try it. Give me the dice. Ooh, bad dice.
Nope, you pet the horse and try to get her to sleep, but she just kind of enjoys it.
So he's not getting to sleep tonight.
Yeah, pretty much is what this is looking like. You could.
I guess I'll get up with her and take her out.
Okay. How long are you going out with the horse?
Just to stake her a little away from my tent.
Okay, so you stake her outside. I'm assuming you take one of your tent stakes, go
I
out,
guess that's
put
what
it
I'm
into the
doing.
ground, and hope the horse can't get out.
I apologize to her.
She's gonna
Tell
get
her
out.
that I'm very tired tonight.
As you
I have a headache.
So you find a way. I'll give it to you. You find a way to stake the horse on the ground, but as you leave, she tugs against the rope, continues to tug, tries to follow you back to your tent.
This is evil.
You're a monster. Leslie's the big bad in this game.
Actual horse logic. Yeah.
So you just go to sleep?
I'll sleep
Okay.
and cry.
Alright.
I'll wipe the tears from my face with my crap.
So, you guys wake the next day, and, oh shit. Killing me.
Donovan is up before you guys, of course, training as per usual. Gotta make sure he does his daily routine.
Are you training in your tent or outside of your tent?
Outside of his tent.
So, over when you wake up, your horse is still standing outside,
Now it's looking at him with hatred in his eyes.
still just looking at you.
I run up to her and immediately apologize profusely.
You made the horse sleep on the couch.
Can I make a linguistics check to make a day that sounds like an apology?
No, it's definitely a handle animal.
Linguistics horse.
Does she look tired?
Very tired. This horse
Monster
did
too.
not sleep. The horse is now exhausted.
I tell her it's
What do you
okay.
do to
She
your
can.
horse?
She'll have a full day of rest today, and we'll play all night.
Okay, so what do you do now?
What are we doing?
Really, Obi?
I'm gonna do my my morning rituals, of
Yep,
course.
you have to commune with your crab.
Commune with my crap. Brush my hair.
Francis gets up and then basically. So, do I still have the charge from last night?
Yeah, you still feel like you've got it. You can do this.
Okay. We're gonna hang on to that feeling. But he's still gonna be like kind of
Feels
playing it
good,
a
man.
little bit here and there. Just kind of practicing.
All right. So you guys are only a couple 100 feet from the fence. You guys can actually see the fence from here.
Is it kind of chilled out from last night?
Well, there's
It's
nothing in the air, if that's what you mean.
yeah, okay. Well, you guys. You want to go check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Donovan does not seem like he has a lot to say right now. He's been very quiet since the morning started.
How are these horses gonna handle driving through this? Because I assume we're just gonna go and we're not gonna stop.
I think we should leave the horses here with Sable.
I agree. I think that horse is far more important than any of you, and he must be protected.
Aubrey agrees with
That was out of
sentiment.
character.
Sable says, I can watch all the horses. I don't know if I can. I can try to watch Oberie's horse as well. But she seems alright over there at the moment. Because I'm assuming you
Alright,
never
so-
unstaked her.
Oh, I would have if
Okay, then the horse
everyone's,
is
like,
next to you.
gathering up with
And
their horses and
exhausted.
whatnot.
An exhausted horse is next to Obery.
I'll let her know that she likes to have our main pet, and I'll give her my brush to pet it.
Mhm.
I mean, to brush it
Mhm.
if she wishes,
Sure.
to make sure that she sleeps.
Okay.
She likes dry grass.
So, alright. What do you do after telling Sable all your horse business?
I'll get prepared with everyone else to venture into the maw of death in front of us.
Okay. The horse is definitely going to try to follow you.
Okay, show me your handle animal check, Sable.
Can I handle animal to kind of like try and calm it down as well?
You can try.
Oh yeah.
I'm not currently handling the animal though.
Nope. It's not so much. Let's see what Sable's handle animal is. Probably not great.
Donovan just tells horse to stay with Sable.
Horse doesn't really react and continues eating grass.
Actual horse logic.
Yep.
That's
Sable.
why horse is the best.
Sable's gonna try to stop your horse from following you.
Jeez.
Nope. She kind of tugs on the reins for a second, and then she realizes she's not as strong as a horse, and is not about to be drugged by a horse.
Francis tries to whoa next to it, but I guess it won't listen.
Mm-mm.
Handle animals, retriable. Just give it another go.
The horse is next to you now.
I'll
Unless
bring him
somebody's
over
gonna
to
try to grapple it.
I'll bring her over to Kill
We're
Switch.
not gonna
and,
grapple.
I'll ask Kill Switch to sing her a nice lullaby to put her to sleep before we go.
All right, can
Think-
I perform to try and soothe the savage beast?
You can. No. You can handle animal.
But with your guitar.
All right, so no, so Francis is gonna grab its reins and like kind of pull on it a little bit and like look it in the eye and say, "Whoa, come with me." Oh, jeez.
God damn it.
You go with the horse to Obri.
I imagine that the horse would like flick its head and just like thrown over to the side.
If you hold onto the reins, you're going to Obri.
Yeah, I only have
Unless
10
you wanna-
strength, so
I mean, the horse.
not-
The horse only has 12 right now, technically.
oh well, okay, we're not
It's
too far off.
exhausted.
All right,
If you want to oppose strength.
I could. You know what?
Okay, since we're wasting time, I'll be right back.
What is?
Oh,
Got him.
You stopped him.
Got him.
Got him. All right, so I got rough control of the horse.
Sure.
All right,
Don't
Can
you
I
have
one
the
more
sleep
time?
spell?
wasting on this. Sleep spell? No, we're not doing that here. Hitting the horse and Obri. Boom, they're both down. No, okay. One more handle animal to try and lead it back to its stake near some grass.
Okay. You eventually manage to get the horse to ignore Obri for long enough to get it to start eating.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll kind of pet it on its forehead and kind of like grab its neck by the other arm and kind of like slowly guide it towards the grass as I'm petting it, and then just slowly lead it towards some grass,
Just getting the bad rolls out before combat, that's all.
and then look over to Aubrey and kind of like nudge my head like fucking go.
Over will go.
And once it's fully enthralled in the grass, I'm gonna back away
Once it's
slowly.
fully enthralled in the grass, it's asleep.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I'm out. I go meet up with them at the gate.
Alright. So you guys approach the gate. The imp sees you approach and says,
I'm back.
Oh, I see you guys are back. I'm assuming you'd actually like to go through the gate this time.
Francis nods his head. And I think I have something you might be interested in. So, about this deal, once I play the song... Wait, no. Open our gate.
Okay.
You can't leave yet.
I can't leave ever. Well, at least not in another 86 years.
What do you get out of me playing the song for you?
Well, I get you to play the song. He
It's
kind
pretty
of
simple, Kill Switch.
hops away, and you hear a slight whir, and then the gate slides up.
Francis looks to everyone. Wait, guys. Before we go die here, I feel like I should play him this song. So if I die, you know, my soul won't go to him.
He's just gonna give him a big thumbs up.
Okay.
Two hand thumbs up.
Right, so Francis is gonna like rub his hands together and say, "Hold up, Imp, Mr. Imp, Sir Imp. Get yourself comfortable, because I have the latest extended play of the tribute to Asmodeus."
Tim says, I don't want to hear your song.
Francis looks around, like kind of like halfway getting his guitar ready. What?
And never intended to hear your song.
Then how am I supposed to give you the song?
You don't give me the song. You perform the song for others. At least
But
once
you-
a day.
Francis looks to everyone. He's got to hear the song, right?
He never said that. He just said you had to perform it.
Francis is looking down at his guitar, up at the imp.
No
Back
one's
at
stopping
everyone.
you from performing it for him, of course.
Look, we made a deal. You're gonna hear my song.
This was never part of the deal.
Francis starts playing a song.
Burn a hero point. Burn a hero point.
Your soul's gone. You accidentally replaced Asmodeus with Diomede.
Couldn't go better.
Okay, go on.
Imp says, I think even by human standards, that was mediocre.
Francis puts away his guitar and just quietly walks away.
As he
I'd-
walks away, Zeta's just gonna say, Francis, I hate to say it, but maybe most of it was the environment last night.
Francis kind of like sighs deeply and then thinks for a while, and kind of nods to himself, then looks to her. Can you do any stage effects?
We're gonna need burning bushes at every show.
Alright,
She's gonna kind of do the think emoji for a moment and kind of nod. Say, yeah, I guess I could.
Okay, we'll try that next time.
So, assuming you guys all walk into the first gate.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. The gate behind you slides down. The gate in front of you slides up. You see it. You've got about 100 or so yards between you and the base of the mountain where there seems to be a trail. You've got some hordes of zombies to the left, some hordes of zombies to the right. In front of you, it seems like you have at least line of sight. You could probably make a beeline for it.
Let's go. um. So, Francis looks to everyone and says, look, if things get rough, I'll make a big fuss and, you guys go for it. Kind of like waits for everyone to nod or move or.
Zeta's gonna kind of say, we don't need to worry about that, most likely. On a hypothetical, how good are you guys at fog?
I mean, I can't see well in it.
Okay, just wondering. Don't worry about it.
So we going?
Yeah, let's try to be at least a little quiet about it.
All right. You want to stealth?
Yep.
Is that what you
Yeah,
guys are going to try to
Francis will
do?
kinda
Stealth
like-
across?
Yeah, he'll kind of just try and walk quietly. Not really,
Nonchalantly.
kind
I'll
of, yeah,
try
really
it.
nonchalant.
Across this football field opening.
I mean, what is it? Is it just a field? No structure at all?
Can we make a perception to see like how well the zombies are reacting to our presence?
So far, it doesn't seem like anything's noticed you. Easy enough.
Any plans?
We don't.
Let's just
I
go.
have one, but you're not gonna like it.
I will beg to differ.
Sacrifice the horses.
No.
No, you're a madman,
Listen,
Donovan.
I don't care what your personal opinion is, but Biscuit is more important than sacrificing. If you don't want Biscuit, give Biscuit to me.
That was out of character. Donovan would never sacrifice horse.
Oh, well, that's what you said.
Donovan loves horse more than any of you. He hates
Right.
you, loves horse.
So, hang on. I want to prelude this with a wisdom check. Okay.
It's a good idea.
He's gonna say, "I've got an idea, but you're not gonna like it." And then somebody says, "What did you say? Do it anyways." All right. So Zeta says, "Everybody point towards the mountain where we need to go."
Don slowly
Point
raised
Francis
his finger
points
towards
towards
the
the
mountain.
Zeta's gonna cast obscuring mist.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's not how pointing works.
So, smoke begins to, or a mist begins to bellow out from Zeta. It completely encompasses the entirety of the inside of this area. No one can see more than just the arm's length.
And what we need to do is go where we were pointing.
What could
Where
go
we,
wrong?
well, we can't see our hands now, probably.
Yeah. Zeta's just gonna kind of hit you guys with a precisely.
You can see everything, can you?
No.
You didn't take cloud vision?
Tebrin could.
Oh fuck.
Donovan is at his limit. He is visibly at his limit.
He's not
Is
visible
he-
at all.
Is he?
Let's do it. We're one foot in already. Yeah, Aubrey starts moving towards his finger.
We've got 40 feet to go through, so here we go.
He starts moving towards his finger, but the
Good.
finger just stays far away. I can't catch my finger, guys. It's like a carrot on a stick.
This is ridiculous.
It's like a finger on an arm.
It's only a 20-foot radius spread.
Yeah, and I can cast it 20 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. So you cast it ahead of you and it spread outward and then filled the area you're in.
Well, we're still in the. It's like, I'm like if.
No, no,
ours
no,
are,
no,
like,
no, no, no.
include
Hold
us.
on. You can't cast it in 20 foot. It spreads from you.
It says range 20 foot.
Yeah, it's weirdly done. It says effect cloud spreads in a 20-foot radius from you, 20 feet high.
Oh, okay, whatever. So we only got 20 feet to go through. Not a big deal.
So I'm assuming you guys
Oh,
just all
yeah.
tear off in the direction of the your
Of your
fingers.
fingers.
Yeah, we did.
All right. So you guys tear off. You can't see anything for the first 20 feet or so, but then eventually you break through the smoke. You see that you're now in an open field. There's like no grass because of the constant traffic, essentially. It seems like some of them have noticed you and have started ambling in your direction, but they're nowhere near up to speed. Eventually, you guys reach the base of the mountain, to the mountain path.
There we are.
And they're everywhere. Let me go ahead and get initiatives.
Do you guys like my plan?
No.
It was a plan.
We should have snuck up there.
It was
told
the
you
only
guys you wouldn't
plan.
have liked it.
I could have totally just gotten the jump on him. But +1 for a very Francis-like decision.
Oof,
Franciscan.
going last.
Going second to last.
Okay, I already did what I needed to do. I'm quite satisfied.
I'll give you guys a surprise round as well here because these zombies that are at the base of the mountain are noticing you as you show up, and they're zombies.
Okay. Are we taking surprise round in initiative order?
Yeah, surprise round in initiative order. Let me
Francis tilts down his mask as he gets closer.
Alright, so Ober, you're first. You have a move or a standard you can take.
All right.
Or
Ober's
puts on.
gonna. I can also take a swift, right?
Yeah, you can also take a swift.
It's gonna swift go into Kieran style, and move or standard. He'll move forward. That's it.
Well, hang on. On this map, where are we? Are we? Oh no, I see. We're focusing what we're doing. The turnover is just over it.
Donovan.
Yeah.
Denanovan.
It's James.
This boy wasn't paying attention. Now it's his turn. He's too busy.
Sorry, I can't fucking see.
Oh,
All right, there it is. Zambambos. Let's see.
Stay away from the group.
What'd you say? I guess I'll just walk up and provide a punch into a Zambambo.
well, you
One or
have a
the other.
move or a standard.
Oh, that's right.
It's a surprise round.
So you could charge him, but I
can
think we're headed this
charge.
way.
But you can't charge through an ally because you're not stage trained.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You could wait for me to go if you really want to go after this guy. Or we could just go up this way.
All right, I'll just start moving up. There.
Kill switch.
Alright, so kill switch. Let's allowed a thunder call. Taking a unnaturally loud strum down onto his guitar. Starting in there. It's a 10-foot spread. So here ought to be 10
Let's
foot.
be real. That's Asmodeus' guitar now.
Exactly how I wanted it.
Alright, so I'm going to make, what is it, fort saves, right?
Yeah, fort saves. Let's see, what is that? A second level spell, so you're trying to beat a 16.
My bad.
None of
Got
them
him.
made it.
Or not got him. Or got him, depending on how you look at it. Alright, cool. So they are all stunned for 1 round, dealing 1d8 6 damage to each creature. As the sound just kind of echoes among the rocks and slam the fucking zombies.
They're immune to stuns.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They are zombies.
Mm-hmm.
But still, 6 damage to all of them.
It's true.
So,
Alright,
yeah, that's it.
Zeta.
Alright, which ones did we damage?
One's in that direction.
That one? Okay.
Those 3.
Ah, delicious water.
Water is pretty good.
It really is.
Alright, so the one that Aubrey and Donovan are moving up on, I'm going to go ahead and use Slapping Hand to punch it.
Okay. It's not an attack.
Yeah, it's a ranged touch attack.
Wait, it's a touch attack?
Yeah.
OP.
POP. I can take a 5-foot step as a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. $30 feet.
It's gonna have just the smallest amount of cover possible from you, but I think you'll be okay. It's not okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's 2 ones in a row. No big deal,
So,
guys.
the spell attack misses pretty horribly, to basically no effect otherwise.
Okay.
Aubrey,
Yep.
it's now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna swift action to identify the zombie in front of me.
Let's see the knowledge.
This Kieran style gives a bonus that I was not applying last time. Let me see what it is. Oh, never mind. It does not.
Does not. Later on, you get bonuses. You did make it. It's a
Nice.
zombie.
Very cool. And with that, I am going to charge it and hit it with my glorious hair.
You hit it.
Oh, I hit it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take it.
Let's see the damage.
Alrighty.
Oof. What are you doing to completely incapacitate this Zambambo?
Just wrapping my hair around it.
And what?
You know, I guess it would be bludgeoning damage, if
Sure.
anything.
So you guys watch as Aubrey charges up, wraps his beard hair around the skull of this zombie, and then crushes it.
Ugh.
Okay.
Holy
That's gonna
shit.
be a mess to clean up later.
The hair shakes itself off.
And he left his comb.
He left his brush. Donovan.
Oh. Shoot. Can I charge that?
Sure. I need an acrobatics though to squeeze between Aubrey and the wall.
Yeah, sure. I'll throw it out.
Not that tough. You did it.
Okay, so Don's gonna charge up to this Zambambadini, and I'm going to trip.
All right. You don't
Comes the
have
trip.
improved trip, but it's okay. He hasn't had his turn, so you don't provoke yet.
I forgot to do that. Oh well.
Yep. But
That's
see
whatever.
the trip.
Okay.
He's very tripped.
Okay. Is going to be.
And vicious stomp as a feat already,
Yes.
so it provokes, doesn't it?
Here comes the stomp. 6
Well,
damage.
you still gotta hit him.
But what do you? No, vicious stomp is automatic.
No, vicious stomp makes him provoke, doesn't it?
No, vicious stomp is automatic. When you trip, you stomp.
When an opponent falls prone adjacent to you, you can take attacks of opportunity. It provokes
Oh.
attacks of opportunity, so you still have to hit him. But we'll
Oh,
save
I
the
was-
damage. So you'll do 6 damage if you bop him. And don't forget your pummeling.
Yeah, if this hits. Which it won't.
Oh no. Confirm it?
3 ones now.
Oof.
Okay, you're fine.
We should just be horse handlers.
But I did trip him, so
It
fuck
is
it.
tripped. Zombie's turn. First things first, this zombie's going to try to stand up next to Donovan.
I'm gonna punch him.
See it? Resolves while he's on the ground, so add a +4.
It hit anyway.
It hit. You can either take the damage you've already rolled, or you can roll it again. Also,
I'll take the
yeah,
damage I already rolled. Fuck it. So
Okay.
it's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah, because plus my strength mod.
It's 3 plus 3.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, shit. Never mind. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
I'm dumb. God damn it. Got some problems here.
There you go. It's actually 9 damage. You called it.
Actually, 9 damage. There we go.
It's still alive. Well, unalive? Something. It's still standing. It's about all it can do, though. Because zombie. Oh, you lucky motherfucker. This one's gonna move closer. This one's gonna charge.
Ruh-roh.
I spy the 28 days later zombie.
Right?
Oh, that's supposed to be 2 more because of the charge. I'm an idiot.
Oh god.
19, so 21.
Got him.
6, 4. As this thing just slams into you.
Ow. Ow.
This one's got obstructions, so it can't charge, but it moves on up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one moves on up. This one, noticing the commotion, just kind of moves in this direction. Tumbles down. 20 plus.
Shit.
What's
Gotta get
this
my charger.
acrobatics? We'll just go off of dex, which is 0. So it's just the 1. He actually manages to not fall over. He still takes the... Oh, immune to non-lethal, so just the 1. Does take some damage from the fall still. And that's it for the immediate area. Kill switch. You got zombies all over you.
I do have zombies all over me. Zombies everywhere. Alright, shiitake. I look back to Zeta. You got those ones to my rear?
I don't think Zeta wants anything to do with your rear.
Some people.
I was gonna say, I think we should go.
Yeah, I thought we were just gonna run up, crash to the ones in front of us.
There's significantly less zombies in that immediate direction.
Yeah, because kill switch behind you, beyond the immediate area, there are the aforementioned hordes, which are slowly but surely more of them are starting to notice the commotion.
Oh shit. Right, let's see, what is it, acrobatics to
To not provoke.
nimbly bimbly out the way?
Yep. But if you fail and they hit you, you can do it. I just want you to remember the consequences involved if they hit you.
Well,
If you full withdraw though,
Then you don't provoke from the area you're in.
so you could full withdraw to this square, and then only provoke once. And just run that way.
Well, you have to withdraw this way, or this way, and then up and around, but sure.
I could totally shove past Zeta.
You can move through people's squares, you just can't charge through them.
Alright, in that case, yeah, definitely.
Full withdrawal
let's
and just
see.
provoke once.
Yep.
Alright. That hits you
Withdraw.
anyway.
Let's see, move up to double. Okay, so 5. I don't know if that's 2.
No,
2
it's
squares
not
or whatever.
difficult terrain. The gradient's not
Yeah.
that heavy.
Alright, cool.
It's like climbing
5, 10.
stairs. It's okay.
Cool. good enough for me. Yep, full round action. So Dunsky.
Zeta.
Zeta.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run over here. And I'm gonna throw a slapping hand.
It's non-lethal
at,
damage that does, right?
No, it's lethal.
Oh,
It's
okay.
force damage.
That'll hit.
Right, it
It's
takes
1
one
damage.
force damage.
Which one?
The one that is currently fighting with Don, or that Don's been knocking about on the off chance that it has 1 life left.
It still seems to be doing okay.
Does it get knocked down?
No.
But he gets up again.
We're never gonna keep it down.
Never gonna break its stride.
Oh, Donnie boy.
Aubrey.
Aubrey is going to. Well, I can't charge. I'll just move forward with Don and attack the thing with my hair.
Your beard's gonna be so gross after this.
Oh, yeah. He's the one choosing to fight things with his hair.
It shakes itself off. It's like a dog.
It's gonna be
Imagine if
disgusting.
What is my attack? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Dog
5.
rolled around in zombie and then shook itself
Plus
off.
5. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's still burrs and bits of skull in there.
Like a dog.
That'll hit.
Oh. Okay. 1d4. Go down.
Oh yeah, it's down.
Cool.
How do you finish this one off?
I just like ball my hair up into a mallet type shape and swipe across him. Bludgeon him from the side.
All right, Donovan.
All right, Don's gonna move on up. Let's see. I can't see shit, Captain. I can see shit, Captain. All right, that's about it.
Donovan, give me a perception check.
Okay.
You hear the whales.
Notice there seems to be a corpse hanging off of a ledge up above you. Doesn't seem to be animate, and seems better dressed than most other corpses.
That has nothing to do with me. I will relay that
Not yet.
information to the team, though.
Same
You know.
bambos.
Point up to it, you know. In case you guys are into corpses. Freaks.
I mean, I think it's more the problem that the corpses are into us. But make of it what you will.
They're after us. Well, look at that.
Kill switch.
Right. Yep. I really don't want to kill Dargan food, but they leave me no choice. I mean, I guess there's some choice involved, but Kill switch is gonna go ahead and thunder call.
Let's see it.
Centering here.
It's 5 of them this time.
Nice.
3 damage. Looking for a 16.
One of them makes it. They're all immune to stuns.
Hey, I still like you know. So
Zeta's going to kind of shoo Francis along.
there we go. Should be 30 feet. So go ahead.
All right, Zeta's going to cast Burning Hands.
Let's see it.
It's right. That's how the cones work, right?
Hold on. Cone.
Is it your square or the square in front of you where the spell originates?
I think it's the corner of one of your squares.
Oh, we got an actual cone.
Look at that.
I don't feel like that's actually a 15-foot cone, but I think it might be.
Looks like it. I mean, it clearly is, but it might not. I don't know. The diagrams in D20 are just more square.
Yeah, they are.
That's realistically correct.
Yeah, it is realistically correct, but that's not how. You know what? That's not how I want to do cones ever. Never ever. I want to measure it from you. Yeah, fuck it. From a space in front of you, 15 foot, you can do this if you want. I don't
Okay.
care. Fuck it. Just roll the damage.
Goddamn thing.
Deal with cones some other time in my life. They get a reflex, don't they?
Yeah, they get a reflex. Honestly, much better damage than I expected.
What's the save they're going for?
They're going for a 15. Wait, evocation.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Alright. That one's gone. This one takes half damage. This one's gone. This one's gone. And this one takes half damage. So a few of them are incinerated. The other ones made their saves somehow.
Somehow. Can't fight with a 16 or a 19. Especially if I'm rolling ones. Zeta's going to kind of trot up with a smug grin.
Aubrey.
Beside
Yep.
Francis.
We're just gonna take a double move and follow along with everyone.
So Donovan's going to tell you guys about the body up ahead. Hanging off a ledge.
And that's all for Aubrey.
Donovan.
Does it look like it has any loot on it?
It looks like it's actually dressed, whereas the rest of them all seem like they're in underwear, hopefully.
So like clothes, maybe nice clothes.
Perhaps
Torn and
nice.
fucked, I'm sure, but like
Yeah.
was nice at one point.
Pretty old clothes, but they were actual clothes at some point. He's also not animated. Visibly animated.
Right. In before Dark Souls.
This is where the bone wheel skeletons come out.
Not again!
Donovan, it's you.
Okay. All right. Zambambos.
Is that as far as you're going?
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going.
Zambambos. I forgot about this Zambambo down here. What happened with that? Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10. Oh, wait, that's, yeah. And then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's where he should have been. Then 1, 2, 6. That's where he ends up. And this boy is 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Right up on kill switch. Kill switch. Did I forget another Zambambo just there? I did.
Son of Beach.
Yeah, 2 survived the burning hands.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about extra Zambos.
And back.
Well, it's kill switch.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, yeah, screw this withdrawing. Yeah, good enough.
Zeta.
Zeta's going to continue to withdraw.
Aubrey.
Aubrey is going to continue forward with everyone. There's more up here. He'll stop here.
Donovan.
That's it.
Okay. I'll move up to match with Aubrey, and then as a swift action, I will apply greater improved trip on me.
No, it's a move action, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. It's a move action.
I mean, you can still move.
I'm not doing a standard, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it becomes a swift at like 7 for you or something like that.
I think it's earlier than that, but. Zambambos. This Zambambo is going to charge Donovan.
Zamborino.
And here comes the crit. That's not a crit.
Still a hit.
I've been lied to.
Could have been a crit.
I'm re-rolling the attack because I'm bad. No, it's a D6 plus 4. 8 bludgeoning damage. He comes in and just kind of plops into you.
Sucks.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Kill switch.
All right, so first thing we're gonna do is move up uncomfortably close behind Don. And kind of look over at Don and say, "Hey, buddy,
I'm going to kill you.
everybody needs a helping hand." And he's going to start singing a song about how he's there to help the party and inspire courage to everybody. You get, of course, bonuses to fear, +1 to your damage and attack is really the important thing.
Zeta.
All right, Zeta's gonna pull out a.
Not the fog again.
I wish. I wish.
Just more
I'd do it in a
mist.
heartbeat. Zeta's gonna move over here, pulling out a scroll as she moves,
Okay.
and she's going to launch another toppling hand. This is a slapping hand with toppling.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
+1 to attack and damage.
You made it into a level. No, you could do it as a. I
Yeah,
don't
it's a level
know.
1 spell.
Okay.
19 hits its touch.
Let's see the CMB.
Brutal. Oh well.
Nope. But it still does the 1 damage, yeah?
Yeah, it still does the 1 damage.
+1.
Yeah. No, not +1.
Oh,
It's not a weapon attack.
I thought magic counted as a quote-unquote weapon.
Well, it
think
is
it's-
a ranged touch attack, so it's a weapon-like spell.
Now I
But
gotta
I
go
don't
look
think
at
it does.
Bard. But go ahead, Aubrey. I'm gonna figure out if this guy took an extra damage or not on the side.
Oh shit, I was muted. So it's still standing?
Oh yeah, it hasn't even been hurt yet.
Okay.
Besides the one little blip.
Aubrey's gonna hum along with kill
Yeah, it
switches
is
10.
weapon damage.
And his hair's gonna like fall down and wrap around his fist. So he charges forward with his fist raised. And hits the zombie with his hair. And by extension his fist.
1 haircut, man.
All right, let's see the attack.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You just can't seem to hit this zombie.
Is that with the +1?
It
Oh,
actually.
it's not. Does
Uh,
it hit with a +1?
no.
Hmm,
You do
close.
actually make contact with the zombie, in that your hair managed to scrape across the back of his back, and it does take off a good chunk of flesh that wasn't really held on there anyway.
Well, great.
Donovan,
Here comes the trip.
let's see it.
Does a 12 hit the trip?
No,
Okay, that's fine. Here comes the flurry.
I assume it was all
Okay.
part of the flurry. You should never not be flurrying at this range.
I mean, you could make a.
Oh
second
my
trip.
god!
That was
Three
a
twos
punch,
in a
though,
row.
wasn't it?
It was another trip.
Oh, then no. Was
Is
that-
Don even a
He's
good character,
fine.
guys?
He's not even a good character.
I'm gonna assume you did +1s on that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot my +1s, but I don't think it matters.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Nope.
You were 1 off.
Oof.
Eat.
If only
You had to
Aubrey let
roll
you
a 1 or
flank.
2. If only Aubrey let you flank. Zombo's turn. It actually lashes out at Aubrey. Oh, I forgot it charged. Both of those hit.
Oh shit.
So yeah, the first
Oh.
attack makes it prone. The second attack would have hit as a attack of opportunity.
Fuck it. You know what?
And
I'll,
jabbing.
I'll take it.
I mean, you'll take it because it's mechanically how it works.
Throwing him a bone with rules.
I know, right? I was literally about to not let you have it. Yeah, you
That's
curb
the-
stomp, his head explodes.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
the curb stomp and the jab.
Yeah.
So Don trips it, and as he does, he brings his heel up and slams down on the zombie's head.
You
It
talcum expert.
splatters all over Aubrey.
And then punches the zombie again.
And then for good measure, like gets down real quick and gives it a quick jab in the face.
Aubrey's
Whatever is left.
collapsed in
Wait, what
excitement.
face?
Well, now it's all over his hand.
But on Zambo's turn, and as far as it can go,
And as
kill
I
switch.
want to add one thing as he goes in and punches it in the face. I want that to be on the point where Francis sings about helping hands.
Somewhere in the world, Zaflon is
France is
screaming.
over there like, I was present too.
It's my character in Dustin's game. Do the
I
fucking
love it.
robotic stare and just like 2 damage. I did it.
I joined
That's it.
Bizarro. I'm helping.
I've claimed fucking credit for every single kill so far, but nobody knows it.
All right. So yeah, Kill Switch is gonna move up 30 feet and grab that stabby wand
Okay.
and just kind of get that in his hands.
Okay.
End of turn.
Zeta.
What what's going on over here?
It seems like at least a stretch of land that's pretty clear.
All right, yeah, then I'll go ahead and continue.
And nah, you're good.
And yeah,
Good luck, guys. What did you say was this situation?
It's a
Yeah,
corpse
I
that
wanted to go check
seems
that out.
non-animated and also better dressed. Or at least at one time was better dressed.
can we percept to see what's going on all over here?
Oh, that's a cliffside. You can see that from the lower side, actually. Hold on. It's just like it's the drop off from here.
All right, but it's not full of other
It's vertical cliff.
Yeah,
deuterinos.
this is a drop off to a ledge, and that drops off to down here. This is
Yeah,
a
just
drop
like
straight
that.
down.
All right,
You
that's it
guys
for me.
couldn't see this earlier because you were below it. The picture's not a great picture of this guy either, but he's got a. He actually has like a cloak on.
I mean, do we get job points if we just sit here and punch each other and heal each other for the rest of the fight?
No.
Oh,
So is that all Zeta's doing here?
Yeah, that's it.
Aubrey.
Aubrey is following behind Zeta.
Danovan.
I too am following behind Zeta.
Zambi. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Wait, guys,
30.
I want to eat you.
Kill switch.
Eat. All right, so Kill Switch is gonna go ahead and drop Cure Light because ow on himself. Right, and we're gonna get the fuck.
Looks like there's a word like inscribed into the side of this cliff. It says hot.
Zeta.
Oh, look, it does actually look like that.
You see it?
I see Rond
Yeah, like something along that line.
or Bond.
Probably says roll
Probably
20.
Ah, maybe so. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Now that we've got that figured out,
All right, I'm gonna focus a detect magic over at this guy.
all right. You detect some magic off of that guy.
Oh man, I'm gonna look at the zombies behind us, and I'm gonna look at
Zombie.
the one zombie, the zombie behind us, and I'm gonna look down at the guy down on the cliff and just be like, guys, he's got something.
I agree. We need to investigate.
She's gonna look at magic, or she's gonna look
Look
at
at magic.
Dawn.
Wait.
She's gonna look at the other two. She's gonna look back to Dawn, and she's gonna look to the other two, and she's gonna kind of cover her mouth as though she's trying not to let Dawn know, and she's gonna say to the other guys, "It's magic," but she's gonna be very obvious about it.
Francis perks up. Magic? I mean, magic.
Donovan like cocks his eyebrow. Why'd you act like you were trying to hide that from me?
So what are you doing? You get 6 seconds here.
Uh yeah, I'm gonna ask if you guys want to check out the body.
We should check
Don
out that.
shrugs and says that he can hold off the zombies while you go check it out.
Zombie.
Zombie singular.
Zombies?
Who's got rope?
Don tosses her his rope.
Well.
All right. Sita will ready in action to receive the rope when tossed.
Oh, that's right. We're still in
We are
combat.
still in combat.
Don, let's just kill this fucking zombie real quick since we're gonna do this.
This
Okay.
zombie.
Is he just gonna punch the zombie?
Let's see it.
Just topple it.
Oh no, it's not that fancy. Can hit its touch AC.
Yeah, it's only hit a touch.
Ah, okay. It does 1 damage.
It's still standing.
Imagine that.
Aubrey.
Oh, Bree. He's going to. Can I even reach the zombie from here?
I'll handle it, Aubrey. You don't worry about a thing.
Alright. In that case,
You don't worry about it, buddy.
So what's Aubrey gonna do?
Aubrey will walk over to the side of the ledge and remove a rope from his back and end his turn. Or I guess I could have pulled it out while moving, couldn't I? Or is that just
Sure could've.
weapons?
I'll move back and trip this motherfucker.
Let's see it. That'll trip him. That provokes.
Question: the attack of opportunity. I tripped him, right?
Yeah.
Am I getting the bonuses for him being prone?
No. It resolves as he falls.
Okay.
Just like when he gets up, it resolves while he's
Are
on the
you
ground.
fucking serious?
Confirm it.
Beautiful.
I don't think you can confirm it, but let's see it.
Are you fucking?
What?
At least it didn't confirm.
Holy shit!
What?
Matt.
I
absolutely
swear to
mad.
God, roll 20 is sentient.
It hates me. This world hates Dawn,
It
guys.
really does.
Zombie's turn.
This is amazing.
This one
Oh, man.
stands, provoking, resolving while he's prone.
This is amazing.
Fuck you.
That'll hit.
All right.
Man. Entropy functions. They kill me.
And that'll do it. How does he go out?
God, Don's just like in a fit of rage. He just punches it right in the jaw.
Alright, Aubrey. You notice
Still in-
that this zombie way down here, who had lost interest because he lost line of sight, now sees you. Because you're standing at the precipice of the hill there. And it kind of just moves up. You kind of lose sight of it.
All right.
Kill switch.
Okay. Does everyone look okay? I'm the only one who kind of got damaged.
I think Don got hurt.
Surprise, surprise.
You want to go over there and jab your stick in the wounds a few times?
Yeah, I'll call it Don. You okay, bud? But are you really okay, buddy?
I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. Just go fucking chill behind these bushes, and
All right.
I guess I'll just grab my guitar and just ready in
Are
action.
you still performing?
Nope.
Okay. Zeta.
No, I had to stop performing to grab the wand.
Aubrey's got a rope out.
How out is this rope?
It's out there. It's in his hands.
What's the distance?
It's probably about a 20-foot drop.
I'm sorry. Aubrey has the rope out. If you want to take it from him.
Hey, take it from me.
You're just gonna like wrench it out of his hands?
Well, I
grab it
didn't.
What
from him?
is this?
It's a bush.
How stable does it look?
Looks like a bush.
Okay.
Looks like it's
Zeta's
been there
gonna
for a
call-
while, considering how much it's grown.
Well, Zeta's gonna call out, Aubrey, how strong is your beard?
I tell her it's as strong as I am.
Aubrey, how strong are you?
I tell her I'm frail but strong. It's a weird combination.
Alright, Zeta's gonna rush over, and she's gonna tie one end of the rope around Aubrey's beard.
I'll oblige.
Now she just jumps.
Just ready for some strength checks. How much do you weigh?
115? I feel like 115.
Please
is
bungee
even-
jump with Aubrey's face.
Even an overestimate, given him a sylph. But yeah, 115.
I need to make a strength check on this.
Or it depends on how Zeta's getting down there.
Oh, you're making this hard.
Yep, how is Zeta descending? Because I was hoping along the lines of, you guys have seen that movie where they tie cinder blocks to those dudes' balls?
I think so for some reason. It sounds familiar, honestly.
They tie a rope to the balls, and the rope's long enough to hit the ground, but the guys don't know that, and they toss the cinder blocks off the
What was that?
balcony. Some pledge show or something about a college. Regardless, are you jumping off or are you like rappelling?
Fuck it, yeah, let's. Okay.
Jump off, jump off. Oh god,
Jumping
jump off.
I'm jumping off.
All right, give me an acrobatics.
American Pie.
What did you search to find out?
No, I just thought of it.
Okay.
I knew it was somewhere in there.
I was like, you found that really fast. It's gotta be a really common search.
Ty's dick cinder block.
Alright. Okay, so Zitty, you jump into Aubrey. You have this moment of, oh no. Zitty, you land with the utmost grace at the bottom, but the rope never went taut. You still have probably half the rope just dangling.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Aubrey, it's a 50-foot rope, right?
I thought Aubrey was holding on to.
You did,
least
but you
part of it?
jumped.
Yep, that's. Nope, that's fair. That's totally fair. And it was awesome.
It was
By the
pretty
way.
awesome.
It was
I
awesome.
was
Fucking, like-
hoping for a 1 just to make you
Right,
overshoot it.
That would have
Because
been
if
so
you would have
perfect.
went that way,
It would have been amazing.
then the strength check would have came in. See how fast Aubrey's hair can grow.
All right, what did I recognize as magic on the thing?
You recognize there was magic coming from that direction. You'd have
Oh,
to
just
get a
from that
little bit
direction.
closer on him for that.
Well, it's a 60-foot cone.
Also fairly sure my hair.
It's also the first round that you started it, wasn't it?
That's true. Yeah. So we'll do that again.
All right, so you focus
Assuming
in.
I still can.
I'll let you take that crazy jump as a move action.
Excellent. Okay.
So you focus in. Aubrey, I'm assuming you just hold on to the rope with your hair.
That's what I'm doing. Oh, I guess I can go down. No, I don't need to go down with you.
It comes
the
down
hell?
to
What are we doing?
He shows up at the other end of the rope. He's like, "All right, we're both here now."
all right, Donovan. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna wait for the Zambambo.
All right. Zambambo.
Zamborino.
Kill switch.
Goodness. You guys. Look to Aubrey, then to Zeta, then to Don, then to Zeta, then to Aubrey. What are you guys doing? Alright, well, I'll let you go get that loot. I think 25. That's 5 for 2. Yeah, there's no way.
Wait.
Get that from here. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's go down and hang out with Don. Hey, Don.
I'm going to kill you.
That's cool. He kind of like sits there and tunes his guitar, kind of waiting. Just waiting. Perhaps one could say readying. End of turn.
All right. Zeta.
All right, we're gonna focus some more. See if we can identify what beams as magic on the body.
All right, so this will be the third round. You get a faint magical ping off of they're like little leather pads this guy's wearing on his forearms. You kind of have to dig through his cloak, and this body has long been dead.
All right, can I like identify them? Identify what the magic is?
Third round, you can locate you get the strength and location. You can make a knowledge arcana to determine the school of magic. What?
Ah,
I'm either rolling 20s or nothing. All right, what about spellcraft?
You're looking to identify the spell. This is a different thing entirely. You can try a spellcraft, but fuck it, try it. I don't care. Okay.
Fucking feast or famine, man.
All right. Aubrey,
What's up?
it's your turn.
All right.
What did my spellcraft check do?
I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm just waiting for Zeta.
All right.
Yeah, ready in action to help me back up.
Donovan.
I'll do that.
to hell with it. Now that Francis has disturbed my peace, Don's gonna move up. He doesn't like you.
I'm like sheepdog.
Like, you do realize that Don hates Francis, right?
Good. At least it made you move up.
He's got a
But
point.
still,
fair
you're
point.
gonna have to go protect Zeta down there or kill that zombie. So I mean,
Next.
Yep. Sam Bambo. Kill switch.
Can we just drop combat?
hey Don,
Depends on if anybody's
Oh
going
my
down there.
god.
what's up, buddy?
Zeta.
All right, we'll
Can
go ahead.
Don's streams and possibly involve killing Francis from now on?
We'll grab the bracers and go ahead and try to ascend the rope.
All right. I'll let you standard move that. Let's see the climb check. You got somebody assisting and shit. I don't care. You made it. Ta-da.
Okay, yeah.
All right. You guys going?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
All right,
somebody's
I'm gonna hand the bracers off to Donovan and kind of pat him on the shoulder, like, "Here you go, buddy," and let's head out.
There's still a little
What
bit
the
of
hell are these?
still a little skin on the inside of the bracers.
She's gonna turn around and just kind of pantomime punching. She's like, "They make you punch good.
But I already punch good.
They make you punch better."
Well, please,
Gives him the finger guns and
would you please extrapolate on what these guys should actually do?
So I'm assuming you guys move along.
rough estimate. They make your arms stretch once, a couple times a day.
It's pretty nice.
Donovan, like, he's trying to process it. All right, that's rad.
So they can lengthen your arms 3 times a day.
What's the magic word?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. How are they activated?
Well, shit. You got the spellcraft. It's the shit.
You have
I
to
don't even
shout,
know what language.
Chuck,
Ain't it, Chuck?
Chuck.
It's just the draconic word. You know draconic, so it's the draconic word for lengthen.
Sure, I will.
Coincidentally, it sounds like a Longy voice.
But you guys continue forward, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right. Path narrows a bit as you guys start snaking up. Aubrey.
We will move forward.
All right.
And that's all.
Donovan.
Oh shit, I can't see shit, Captain. Oh. I will move forward with Aubrey.
All right. She'll whisper the magic words to Donovan.
Neat.
Hang on, I gotcha.
Neat.
Okay. So
The Karif Donatreska pulled it from draconic.twilightrealm.com on their draconic translator, so surely it can't be wrong.
this
Reef
Zambambo is gonna
Donatresca. That's my new rap name.
5 foot and take a swing at Aubrey. It misses horribly.
Yep. Not horribly.
Kill switch.
It's draconic for far punch.
So
You realize I'm gonna
Okay.
make you say it now.
All right, now that we're on another map, we no longer have the turn order.
Extreme pork.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Do you all remember what your? Ah, it's okay. I'll just tell you where you're at.
mine was
Why is
5.
everyone moving?
So
no,
yeah,
Yeah, you're
I'll
fine.
move up and inspire courage to everybody. +1s to your attack and damage. Plus other stuff. Doesn't matter right now.
Hello, Toast.
I'm a generous god, so I'm gonna let that apply to unarmed and natural attacks.
Hey,
Cause I just don't want you to be
What?
completely useless.
I thought they were treated as weapons.
They're
Like your
not.
hands are literally treated as weapons.
See them.
Registered legal weapons.
We're gonna go ahead and punch the zombie.
See it. Got him.
Take what's in the box.
Aubrey.
Sorry, I was muted. 1 second.
Jesus
Had switched
Christ.
to desktop.
You guys can
All right.
actually see just the ridge line here too.
Aubrey will make an attack at the thingy. And are you still inspiring, KFC?
+1 to attack and damage.
That'll hit.
All right. And if he's not down, I'm gonna go for the grapple as well.
Go for the grapple as well.
10.
What are you holding on to?
His.
You didn't hold on to him
Torso.
anyway.
Okay.
Tried to hold on to him, but you just came back with a big chunk of guts.
No problemo.
Chunks of guts.
Donovan.
These guts.
John's gonna move up. And he's going to just punch this motherfucker.
Let's see it.
Another
+1 to
2.
attack and damage. But not like it matters.
Yeah. Fortunately, that one doesn't hit.
Oh yeah, I totally didn't add the 1 to that damage.
I swear to God, you people.
Just the attack.
Welcome to
Do I
my
have to
life
say
as
it every
Tark.
turn?
Prayer. This thing's gonna take a swing at Aubrey again.
Yeah, I feel the pain of death.
Oh.
Roll it. Oh, he...
Oh.
All right.
Oh boy.
Do your little thing.
Oh, 17 damage.
That hurts.
Oh,
Aubrey. Aubrey
fuck.
takes a knee.
This thing
Oh,
just
shit.
reaches out and just tears into Aubrey, quite literally.
Oh, my shit, Aubrey.
Starts wrenching parts of Aubrey's abdomen open.
Amadeus Bush, that hurt.
Whoa.
Kill switch.
Killswitch is offended, but he doesn't know why.
I don't know why you're so mad. Mr. sings songs about Asmodeus.
That's not totally out of character. Hold up. No, I guess it is. It would be more for not. Wait, no, we're not going there. Right. So, can I? Fuck. There's no way I can
Just
5
reposition
foot
Oberg
and
right off
grab.
the cliff.
Right. I don't think I can 5 foot and grab a wand in the same instance, can I?
No, it'd be a 5 foot
Then
and then a
action.
move action to grab the wand.
Fucking
This
shit.
is why you need wrist sheaths.
It's true.
That's why I need one more level so I can learn Cure Light Wounds.
Swift action to unsheath a weapon from a wrist sheath.
Guitar's not technically.
Why don't you just? Oh right,
Oh,
because you
you
have
know,
to use a
I don't-
fucking guitar. So you
Yeah.
have to stop doing this business anyway.
Yeah, I have to swing it to my back and then grab the wand.
But it stops performance.
It does stop performance, but not like these cucks use it. So,
I was using it so well though.
you were.
What are you gonna do?
Fucking shit, Aubrey.
How do I? Can I just do this? And make the thing pop up again?
I can't tell who's next in the turn order.
Yeah, it disappeared.
How do I make the turn order pop up without?
I think it's Zeta then
redoing
after
everything?
you.
Is it's Zeta,
Do I
then
have
Dawn,
to add
then,
everyone to the
then
turn order
Zambi?
again?
Zeta then. Yeah, that sounds right. Or maybe Zeta then Aubrey. Yeah, Aubrey after Zebra.
After zebra.
There's too many words going on.
One sec,
Zebras
I'm gonna
and
get
Aubrey.
everybody re-added. Stop this.
My number was accurate. Then Zebra, yeah, right after me. Cool. Okay, so I feel good about that. I'm coming for you, Aubrey. 5 foot over and grab that wand.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're gonna use the wand.
Well, I thought that was the deal, is if I 5 footed, I'd have to spend my time grabbing the wand.
You have to use your move action to grab the wand.
Okay, alright, cool. Then I misunderstood what you were saying. So, excellent. Then in that case, everything works out. Yeah, I jabbed the wand and then my hand
Okay.
into Aubrey's wounds.
You're gonna reach around the front of him to where the big gash is.
You know, that's how the wand works.
Okay.
I'll take it.
You feel kill switch his hand kind of creep up around your side and diddle your gaping wound for 3
Aubrey.
heal.
Aubrey size.
And
Slow hand.
There's
Okay.
still a pretty sizable hole in Aubrey.
A man with an easy touch.
Zeta.
Want somebody who will spend some time. I come and go in a heated rush.
Such an intimate healing song.
How
You'd have
how
to
hurt
make a
does the
jump.
zombie look?
Oh, thought you were asking if you could jump across. He looks pretty hurt. Looks like there's not much holding him together.
Aubrey can take him down next turn if he can hit him. Yeah, or Don can finish it up regardless.
Is he grappled?
Nope.
Okay, no, he's just standing there,
Mhm.
slapping on Aubrey.
Oh, it more than slapped him.
Alright, I'm gonna hold the star knife up in my up in the air. I'm gonna kind of start levitating the star knife above my palm. It's gonna start to spin rapidly, and I'm gonna fling it towards the zombie.
That'll hit.
I like to see the star knife in action.
But the Inspire is not going anymore.
Nope.
Nope. 2.
That'll do it. How do you drop him?
I'm just gonna send it like a buzzsaw through its head.
Scalp falls, flops over and then goes down the mountainside.
Brutal.
Do anything with your move?
Well, I can move now, so
And you know what? We're just gonna drop combat for now, so you guys can move.
You want to bot me a couple more times?
How bad do you want it?
I need it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got a few more on you. How you feeling?
Give me one more.
I-
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll thank the kind musician.
Don, you see up ahead on a ledge a rather unusual sight. It is
Excellent.
what seems to be a corpse, but in more clothes than most of these others. And instead of eyes, just blackened sockets. Its hands, claws. It seems to acknowledge you with an intelligence that you don't normally see before it backs away from the
Aw,
cliffside.
it's been great to topple it down that cliff.
Well, I don't think we're alone here, guys.
Well,
I mean, obviously we're not alone here. That's the whole reason we came here.
I asked Zeta if she might have some prestidigitation on her.
Zeta's gonna kind of sigh and clean the beard.
Thank you so much.
If only this barber had some sort of kit. To
Can you
clean his
also
own.
give me highlights?
Zeta's gonna change the color of Aubrey's beard to be like a sylph-like blue
Thank you.
to match your tattoos.
I hug my beard. So, Don, are we going?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Does this right path go anywhere, or is that just the end of the map?
It seems like it just edges off. You can see kind of the
Alright.
rest of it. It kind of slowly degrades beyond that point to nothingness.
Damn it, Zeta, don't stand so close to me. It's
Don't
weird.
stand so.
But we're best friends, Don.
No, we are not best friends.
We will be best
And
friends.
You share
Oh,
a tent. You can't share a tent with someone if you're not their best friend.
Donovan hates sharing a tent with her.
This is literally rule one of sharing tents. You know
Is
this.
that you have to enjoy it.
Want to go camping? God, stay away! Stop it!
Are these multiple paths, or
This path seems to kind of.
Aubrey, get in here.
There's a bit of a crevice that goes down here and slides down into a valley.
X. Show me your tits.
I think I found the way up, guys.
You guys can see this because it's all below you now. And sure enough, you guys do some winding through some pathways that are fairly, I don't know, it's just winding pathways. It seems pretty clear from that point on until you find yourself at the mouth of a very large cave. It doesn't seem natural that the way the cave is laid out, basically.
it's very symmetrical.
It is.
I am going to do. Let's see. This is weird. Can I do a knowledge dungeoneering check? To, I don't know, like see if I can get the lay of the land.
Sure.
I'll assist it.
Hold on now. Hold on. If anybody's gonna knowledge
It's also
dungeoneering,
pretty. It's dim light
it
in the
won't be me
current
because I'm
area.
thinking of engineering.
You said
I actually don't have
knowledge
dungeoneering.
dungeoneering, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. This cave isn't natural. You can tell that this
You
cave
don't
seems
say.
to have been carved out unnaturally smooth. The walls have engravings right at the entrance where you have enough light you can see that they seem to be a pictograph of um, some sort of reptilian creature you presume to be a dragon based on the imagery, fighting off hordes of smaller humanoid creatures. The story seems to retell itself as it goes along the walls.
Donovan will relay this information to the group.
You're not familiar with any tools that would normally be able to do this without just a master craftsman going through and detailing these walls like this.
So it's definitely a very ornate
Yes.
craftsmanship.
Also, inside this cave, the wind, you're protected from the wind, so there's no wind in here, besides the wind coming off of Zeta.
Oh, really?
I thought she was just excited to see me.
Is this the area where we were told not to bring any light? Or where you guys were told not to bring any light?
That's a good question. How
Over
dark is it?
Francis?
It's dim light right at the entrance, and it becomes dark as you kind of start to round the corner. Once you get to about here, it's where the darkness is just darkness.
Francis looks to Zeta. I don't have any magic missile. You might have to guide me. I don't know what to do with all this darkness.
Well, Zeta, undeterred by the darkness, will go ahead and
Donovan,
lead the group.
Killswitch, and Aubrey, give me perception checks. Killswitch and Donovan, you feel it through your feet. It's a familiar feeling. It's a slow rumble. Every once in a while, just the Zeta, on the other hand, doesn't feel this because she hardly touches the ground.
Francis says shit aloud. It kind of like moves towards the walls.
What's wrong, Francis?
Something ain't right.
Well,
Out of character, I don't remember what it was, but in character, I feel like I should. So Francis kind of shakes his head and kind of leans towards the wall. Oh fuck. Yeah. After staring into the middle space, leaning against the wall for a while, Francis kind of snaps to. Shit, it's just like in that dream.
Dream.
I
What are
told you
talking
guys.
about?
Yeah, I told you guys about that, right? With the dragon?
The dream we all had.
No, nobody told me anything about a dream besides the initial dream that the elder was told about.
Yeah, with the that dark dragon.
You had a dream about the dragon too?
Uh,
Or already knew we had a dream about the dragon.
Ober
Hey,
was
Poop.
there.
yeah, it was.
Francis remembers Ober being there very vividly.
You were definitely there, and I got pretty far.
Because Ober
But
was naked.
Yeah,
yeah,
he was. He doesn't sleep with clothing.
good thing
Generally,
you've got so much hair on you.
it's everywhere.
Yeah, indeed. Um, we're close, guys. Just be careful if you piss anything off down this cave. I think we're close to the dragon. And we'll kind of
Let's
like
go.
move forward a little bit and kind of try to peer down into the darkness. Kind of look to Zeta. Slowly.
Zeta's going to give him a thumbs up
Uh,
and proceed slowly through the into the dark.
Zeta can actually see out to about here. Everyone else is effectively blind.
Francis is like the last member in the group at a rave, kind of extending his hand out to Zeta. Like, please don't lose me in this.
Don will stick close to Zeta as well. Oh, toast.
This is when you guys turn into the fucking people from the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I was going to say this is a Wizard of Oz moment, boys. As Zeta breaks into a skip. All right, we'll continue slowly into the darkness.
The darkness.
Do you cast magic missile into the darkness?
No, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Wouldn't mess.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't hit anything. You have to have a target.
The darkness.
Darkness.
The target.
Ah.
Shit. The whole time Francis is singing, fucking. Like,
Just in case there's traps, we need to trip them.
The deeper you go, the darker it gets. Whereas you thought you were in darkness previously, you can't even see the hand in front of your face anymore.
Can Zeta still see?
The rumbling. Oh yeah, the Zeta can see fine. It's all in black and white, but she can see. The rumbling grows louder to the point where Zeta can audibly hear it.
That's a little concerning, guys.
that is
Dragon.
concerning.
You know what I forgot? That's whatever. It's too late, I
Craig.
guess. No, it's not.
Music.
Nah. It's limit vision again.
There is music playing, but I just can't hear it.
Yeah, the music's definitely there. Alright. As you get there, you hear a voice come from further in. It says, "Who is brave or foolish enough to enter my lair?"
Xena's gonna pull Francis in front of her and present him forward.
Francis kind of steps up. Your old friend Francis.
That's how you. I can feel the amount of time that Francis spent practicing that. 2 seconds.
Does Zeta get a sudden whiff of Donovan's rage?
Zeta kind of stares into the middle space.
Yes.
Got her.
You hear the voice almost emanating from all directions due to the structure of this place. I have no old friends. None of them Francis.
Well, it's old for a mere human like I, which I understand is nothing for someone so great as you. Kind of like embellish the voice a bit. I
It cuts
understand
you
that.
off and just says, "Leave me."
Wait, is he
What-
speaking in Draconic or Common?
It's in common.
I look to Zeta than everyone else and kind of shrug and be like, "He said leave him."
Donovan pipes up. Afraid we can't do that. We have something for
It
you.
cuts you
Stay.
off and says, "You don't know fear. Yet."
No, I probably don't. But we do have something for you, and we can't leave without giving it to you.
Just says. You hear a deep breath in. The bassiest harumph possible.
The sassy bassy harumph.
Says,
It's got a pair of
Then
12s
approach.
back there.
Donovan nudges Zeta. Come on, let's not bother him any longer than we have to. He doesn't seem to like us, and well, we are kind of invading in his home.
Yeah, opinions still matter, Don. Give him the thing.
I
Yeah,
would
I
love
believe-
to, but I
believe
can't see in
Aubrey-
front of my face, so I kind of have to rely on her to guide me.
Aubrey has the thing, right?
No, I have the thing.
Don has the thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hand me the thing.
All right, Don hands her the thing.
All right. I'm going to leave the blind group.
Whoa, no, you are not.
She stepped away. You can't see her anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm staying attached to Zeta.
Okay.
I'm
Alright,
keeping a
yeah.
hand on Zeta.
I'll draw a little bit
Just
closer
like
to the voice, and I'll extend the bag forward.
Yeah, you can see.
Well, shit.
Oh,
I don't remember him looking like that.
I do.
This
Francis had
large
far too long of a time with him.
this creature's large head is pointed in your direction. looks inquisitively towards the outstretched hand.
Seems kind of going to give an audible gulp and then just kind of continue forward with the bag. Get about here and I guess set it down right in front of her.
The
Okay.
loud voice booms out and says, "Empty the bag."
I just go ahead and pour the bag out onto the ground. Well, not pour, but like
Yeah, empty it.
About a dozen and a half or so gems clatter to the ground, as well as the piece of paper. You hear the closest thing I could approximate it to for you guys would be the sound of like Legos rustling. And then there's a small. And the only reason it's visible is because of how dark it is. There's a faint glow from the distant back behind him. You can see sparkles come through for a moment as the paper flits up and unfurls itself in front of him.
who's this guy?
Oh, you gonna go talk
Don't
to
you
him?
worry about that.
Well, I mean, I can see him.
You can definitely see him. There's what you would see as an incorporeal humanoid figure who seems to be meekly standing in the corner.
So, Zeta, I can't see 5 feet with it in front of my face. Where's the dragon?
Dragon's right in front of us, Donovan.
The
Oh. Nervous laughter.
the dragon, looking over the piece of paper, chuckles for a moment, then continues reading, then puts it down. And one big claw comes out and scoots the gems in front of it. Says, "Fine. This will suffice. Step back a moment." You hear what can only be described as a reverse heartbeat. Zeta, the only one who can see what's happening, but you hear it build up. The heartbeat, slow and just unnerving, but slowly well, it's actually black and white to you, but a mist comes out from this thing's maw as it opens its mouth just enough to allow this fog to creep out of it, and it seems to envelop the crystals before its claw slams down on the crystals, and you can see these tainted spirits seem to coalesce and get corrupted by the fog that it emitted. And they seem to wail and shriek that echoes throughout before the dragon turns its head to the side and just stretches forward, slamming its jaw shut around the incorporeal spirits that were trying to release themselves from the crystals. Zeta can see with full clarity that the creature's teeth seem to sink into incorporeal flesh as it would any other flesh. The creatures go limp as it swallows them down.
What?
Someone, what happened?
Oh,
Hello?
hello.
Something
was-
happened.
That was weird.
That was
Dipped
weird.
out for a bit, yeah.
Where did you guys
And
cut
then the
out?
music got real loud.
Spoopy.
Where'd you guys cut
And
out?
Leslie's gone.
Oh no.
3 spoopy, 5 me.
There we go. Is that better? Am
It's
I
just
back?
like dealing with Jabber.
Am I back? I'm not back. All right. Oh,
You,
am I back?
we back? Everybody back?
All right. Where did I get cut out?
You
Uh,
see,
Something was happening with the gems.
Yeah.
Okay. So I started back here. The dragon claws the gems over in front of it. Says that this payment shall suffice. The You hear what is like a low, slow reverse heartbeat come out before a fog, colorless because of the dark vision for Zeta, um, kind of comes out and coalesces around where the crystals are before the dragon slams a claw down, crushing the crystals. You see a number of spirits about equal to the amount of gems emerge from where the crystals once were and get immediately corrupted by the mist. Seem to distort them and twist them into just a horrible disfigured shapes before the dragon lunges forward, turning his head to the side, slamming down with his jaws, his teeth sinking into the incorporeal figures as if they were made of real flesh before swallowing them. The uh, the figure in the corner, taking a moment since the large dragon seems to be occupied with enjoying itself, finds its way to approach you. Francis and Donovan can actually see the ghostly figure appear from the darkness and approach Zeta.
Oh, what the hell?
Um,
Hmm.
Incorporeal, though it seems benign for the most part, and employs you
Do
to help
I
him. He
do I
pleads for
remember
help.
him from the dream?
Nope.
Okay.
He turns to all of you and says, please, it has to stop. This dragon must be felled.
Donovan cocks an eyebrow at the Spectre. I don't know what you're expecting out of us.
Says, this thing has ravaged the lands for too long. We must put an end to it.
Doesn't seem like he's doing any ravaging to me.
The dragon, after uh, taking its time to enjoy itself, says, know your place, boy. The spectral figure seems to kind of recede in amongst itself and back away, back to its corner, and just stand there meekly. Dragon bellows out. Zeta can actually see that the jaws hardly move while it speaks. It says, what would you ask of me?
Zeta's gonna kind of push Don forward a little bit.
Oh, I guess I'm the one doing this, huh? All right. Don is clearly very nervous about this subject. Okay. We all had dreams. Omens, I guess. That foretold some pretty heinous stuff. So we came here to ask you about them, I think. Yes. In fact, I think I saw you in a dream. Don like turns to the rest of the group. Anyone else? Anyone just gonna leave me up
Francis
here?
You still
is
can't
nodding.
see the dragon.
Is dawning.
Nodding to Don,
Um,
just like yeah.
out of character, just to confirm, because it's been a while since we started this shit, and just this is about our village getting destroyed, right?
Right. You originally
All right.
had a vision about a giant dragon. Kind of assume it's about that dragon destroying your village.
There were omens of a dragon destroying our village, and we came here for questions and hopefully answers about them. We were told that you could help us.
And reparations. I mean answers.
Don, the dragon can probably hear Don seething as soon as Francis opens his mouth.
Oh, and actually, Zeta, you can see. That's neat. You can actually see that it's lying upon, again, colorless, a bunch of little statuettes. Like a pile of them. A big old pile of statuettes. It also has some larger statues in each corner of this main area.
Okay.
But the
Can we make out what the statues are? Well, can I make out what the statues are of?
give me knowledge engineering.
If you
Don't
can
know how to-
describe them to me, I have knowledge engineering.
I do not,
But
and I'm
the
not going to.
dragon bellows out again to Donovan directly and says, "Then what would you ask of me?"
Donovan scratches his chin for a moment. In the
Reparations.
in the interest of not wasting any more of your time, I will be blunt. With all due respect, what the hell is going on? We were told that you could assist us in this matter. And the question that I best have to ask is, why did we all have visions of our village getting destroyed? And why did some of us have visions of a dragon in our dreams? Don is doing his best to like put up kind of a front, but it is obvious he's terrified right now. He really does not want to waste this dragon's time. They're in its home. He does not want to be here.
And the dragon says, "I do not know why you dream."
Okay, but honestly, we were told to come bring this to you. We've, like he said, had visions that we should meet you. So I think there's something bigger here. We do not know why we had to bring this to you, but we do know that we had to.
Dragon says, "If you're looking for a dragon like me, I happen to be a dragon like me.
Yea, verily.
This actually makes Donovan laugh a little. No,
And let it be known that if I did want to destroy your village,
I am a warrior. Let
I
it be known.
would. But I have a comfortable arrangement as it stands, and I will not be destroying any villages until the mood strikes me. Now,
Oh no.
does the dragon you seek and the one you've seen look like me?"
I'm gonna look to Zeta, then
Zetas
look to
didn't
the
have the dream.
darkness. Then look to Zeta, then look to the darkness.
To be fair, we can't exactly see you, sir.
Or ma'am. Or Z.
Jesus Christ.
Donovan like Donovan reaches
like,
back
phew, we
behind him
might have
and
this.
slaps the shit out of Francis. Time and a place, Francis. Please be respectful.
I'm trying to be.
The dragon groans and says, "Then make me visible."
Donovan draws a torch. I'm going to light a torch if that's all right with you.
Yes, it is okay if you do what I told you to do.
I'm
Dragon's
sorry,
getting
we
pissed.
were
Just
just
fucking light
warned,
the torch.
like- not to bring light in here. You know what? I'm just gonna light the torch. Donovan lights the torch. He's just this guy Donovan is just like he's a cross between agitated with the dragon and terrified of the dragon, but he really wants to punch this smug ass dragon.
Are we struck with dragon fear?
So the torch lights, and for the first time you can see this immense creature. But kill switch, give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Wow, he is big. Wow, he's really big.
Give me another perception check. I'll give you advantage.
Yay,
Sure.
advantage.
Yay, you did it.
advantage.
This dragon's a little bit smaller than the dragon you remember from your dream. Because you got
Okay.
real close to that dragon in your dream.
I got super close. Okay. I'm gonna look to Zeta and Donovan and kind of like shake my head.
Also,
and
this
just
dragon
say,
seems better fed.
This isn't the same one. It's not the one from the dream.
There can't be two dragons.
Please, was that in character?
Yes.
Yeah, that was Killswitch's jaw hitting the floor.
There can't be two dragons.
Well, it's not big enough.
No, you're plenty big. What he's trying to say is that there was another dragon in much different shape than you. Dare I say, worse shape. Not nearly as strong and formidable as you are.
He was emaciated, is what Killswitch is trying to say.
The dragon kind of pipes up and says, "And I'm not."
To be fair, I've never seen a dragon. I have no basis of comparison.
He's saying that you're not emaciated, that you are mighty and strong.
Yes, that is what I am saying.
Please take all the dragon healthy.
She,
Please keep the dragon healthy.
the dragon pipes up in response to kill switch and says, "Hold your tongue."
Yes, this dragon is awesome.
Killswitch
Donovan
freezes.
is grinning from ear to ear at Killswitch, but quickly returns back to his respectful manner.
He looks over to the other two with the "should I cast magic" look.
No. I don't think so.
Fuck, I don't know who was there.
I was,
I was in the dream.
but I had a solo experience.
Donovan, give me a fucking mental non-charisma check.
Non-charisma check. They're both gonna be D20s.
All right.
Nice.
Yes, thank you. The wizard told you specifically to make sure that you told the dragon how thin it looked.
Wait, they wanted us to tell. They wanted us to tell him. I'm sorry. She wanted us to tell this dragon that he looked very thin.
Looked very thin.
Donovan pipes up. Well, if you don't mind me saying, though I do have no basis for comparison, you do look rather thin, sir.
The dragon seems to posture itself and kind of stretch and pose much like a cat would do, and says, "At least this one has some manners."
I dare say what I was trying to say is that you had such lean muscle.
Describe the dragon you are looking for.
Though I do not personally remember the dragon this is out of character. I personally do not remember the dragon. Donovan will do his best to relay what information that he does remember about
Its
the
eyes.
the dragon that he saw in the
Give me an
dream.
intelligence check.
Its eyes were weird, weren't they? Weren't they like blue or red?
They were red, burning coals, much like this one's are.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah. Killswitch remembers stuff about the dragon.
I got pretty close to it.
Yep. You remember that
Don't
this
blow this kill
dragon's
switch.
slightly smaller than the other dragon was.
Smaller and more emaciated.
Wasn't it also transparent?
Uh,
I'd be thinking of something completely different.
I don't think transparent. I did try to sneak around it, but it was big as fuck, and
It wasn't
it
transparent.
it
Kill
woke up
switch.
and
You
tried to fuck
remember
me.
that you didn't actually touch the dragon.
I thought I remember like seeing through it or something.
No. You're just. I don't know where you remember any of this from.
I was in the dream.
Kill switch was in the dream longer than everybody because he nat 20'd the fear save. He wasn't supposed to
Right.
be, but he was.
It's true, and then it nearly fucked me up. So
If only.
if only, like it would have
So-
literally saved Don so much trouble.
So what are you gonna tell this Dargan here?
I want to reiterate that I actually do quite like kill switch.
So this Dargan, I want to tell it how beautifully thin it is, and that we're looking for a dragon that dare Donovan say emaciated dragon that might be trapped in a small room. Should it know of any?
It says the physical characteristics of the dragon would be nice.
Should
I
I
don't typically
wisdom?
remember dragons, especially other dragons of my species, based on if they're trapped in a small room or not.
Donovan mutters to Zeta, I really like this dragon. He sasses the hell out of kill switch.
If Don can see because of the torch,
Mhm.
Don, you can see that Zeta is just completely starstruck by the dragon, and the reason that she's been dragging you guys in front of her is because she's just absolutely fascinated by just being this close to a dragon. She's not scared or terrified or anything. She's just fascinated. This is the coolest thing that she's ever seen.
Don's pretty about this dragon too. Like this is pretty fucking cool. Yes, this dragon could probably kill him instantaneously, but holy shit, look at him! He's so fucking cool!
It's no one.
And he's a dick to kill switch!
Did we ever get this dragon's name?
Nope.
Don is actually
No
going
one's
to ask. Excuse me, though this may be a bit off topic. I feel as if it's rude for us to not be able to address you by your name.
It says, my name is Gandrahal.
Gendral, that is an excellent name. Wow. And I'm saying that in character and out of character.
Shut up.
Good choice. It's coming from the guy though that named his wizard Escalon, so I mean, like, take that with a grain of salt. And yes, Don is a suck up because this dragon could probably bench press like a mountain.
It probably could. So kill switch refers to Gandrel, the lean and fit Gandrel. and
Ganderhall,
says
Getting
that
further
we're-
and further away from the pronunciation of the name.
Ganderhall, kill switch, Ganderhall.
Gandrel.
And this is how kill switch dies.
let's just call him Gindi.
Does Gandalf know of any larger dragons?
Okay.
Not nearly as beautiful and thin as Gandalf.
Gandral says, My species tends to grow with age. There are not many older than I.
The dragon in question is very large. Very large. Larger than you, I would dare say. And very thin, as if he's been trapped for a long time.
It says, there are two other umbral dragons, older than I, on this continent.
What are these rolls that you're doing?
Their knowledges.
Don't you worry about that?
No, their knowledges.
Oh, and he's failing. Oh, God.
No, he's not.
Is
It
he?
says, says, Sick Navier is a older dragon than I. Likely too far away to be of an immediate threat. Isn't Ustalav. Anybody want to knowledge geography?
I think we would know at least that Ustalav is way the fuck away.
Fuck's sakes.
Roll 4. I mean, not trained.
Fucking roll 20. Goddamn. Fuck off.
Yeet.
There are other numbers.
I can knowledge history or nature. Ah. Or local.
If only we had a bard.
If only I know, right?
Says, other than Sick Navier, you have Faruth. He would be the oldest dragon I know of, least of my species. He resides below the Umbral Basin. Far below the Umbral Basin. I don't expect him to be of threat, but he is your best bet, if this dragon is larger than I.
What was this one's name again, out of character?
Faruth.
Paruth?
Faruth. Here's how you spell it. Bum, bum, bum.
Perry.
Oh. Copy. Pasta. Faruth.
Oh, Faruth.
Faruth.
Okay. So that means there's two others aside from him that could be cause for concern. I don't know much about the world, but I'm pretty sure that Ustalav is very, very far away. And we probably should not have to worry about Sick Navir very much. Faruth, though. Maybe that's who we should investigate.
I agree. Thank you, my wondrous,
If
thin,
you
and
don't
gracious host.
Mind me asking,
Kind of.
what is your plan when you find Faruth?
Donovan gives a grin to Gandahal. To punch him in the jaw.
The dragon lets out a chuckle, which rumbles the walls around you. It says, inadvisable.
But it would be funny, wouldn't it?
If only I could be a fly on the wall. But I do not know Faruth well. But I understand he is in a more comfortable position than I.
I'm not entirely sure about how umbral dragons, exist in the world. So what do you mean
We
by
dominate an area and demand servitude from those around us.
Oh, so what you're saying is that he's doing pretty well for himself.
Very.
I see.
Says, perhaps these dreams were nothing but fairy tale.
Normally, I would be inclined to agree with you on that subject, as I personally find magic to be unreliable. But when a bunch of people have the same idea at the same time, well, it's a little suspicious. And certainly cause for concern.
It says, well, seeing as those aforementioned on this continent aren't likely to rampage anytime soon, I can at least tell you a story that has floated around dragonkind, especially amongst my own species, to instill fear amongst ourselves, as well as those we tell it to. Legend says, a few thousand years before even my time, there was the original mighty umbral dragon, Dranacuic. Legends say that he was sealed away, never to be seen again after almost conquering the entirety of the continent. A mighty beast whose simple breath would wipe civilizations. Perhaps you should hunt the fairy tale.
Well, certainly a fairy tale would be a greater test of strength. But still, we may have to investigate the more realistic options for now. I thank you for your time, Gandahal. And Don reaches back behind him, grabs Zeta, and pulls her in front. And as he does so, says, "Go ahead and ask the dragon some questions. I know you have some." You'll never shut up on the way back unless you do.
What kind of knowledge for dragons would be Arcana?
Yes, Arcana.
Can I just like throw a knowledge Arcana and just like barrage the dragon with a bunch of questions?
About what?
I don't know about fucking anything.
Sure.
She's not looking for like anything specific. She just wants to like confirm a bunch of theories about dragons and then like whatever like things that she had read and
Francis
such.
whispers a bunch of questions into Zeta's ear.
About
Okay.
what?
Knowledge Arcana 22.
Hey, so 20, 21. So I just jumped straight into a barrage of just like of not really asking a question of the dragon, asking a question of myself, reiterating, stating theories, and then finally posing a very long-winded question towards the dragon.
Okay, what's the long-winded question at the end?
I have no idea. Francis, what were you asking?
You're the one leading the fucking skill check.
I'm just going kind of for general questions. I don't know about dragon physiology. What was in the crystals? What is that the only source of fuel that sustains the dragon?
Okay.
What
What kind of diet is the dragon on?
no.
Is it
What,
like low carb?
Oh, soul intake.
Yeah, he definitely explains that the crystals were soul crystals that were filled with souls.
But yeah, once she kind of barrages questions at the dragon, and assuming the dragon
As far as physiology goes,
would
he
the
knows
dragon
that.
get tired of talking about itself?
Eventually, probably, but
Okay.
it's pretty okay with telling you about how great it is.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys are gonna be here for a while. No, no, you've got the torch. You guys are fine.
Don has just one question for the dragon,
Shoot,
but it's of a personal nature.
do it. You won't.
When Zeta has finished with her barrage of questions, Don approaches once again and asks asks
Gandrahal.
Ganderhall. I know, I have it written down. I'm not forgetting the fucking dragon's name. Ask Ganderhall. I have a question of a more personal nature. But not so much about yourself. You certainly are far older and wiser than any of us, and I'm sure that you've seen the world in ways that we have that we cannot comprehend. Surely at this point, you must have gained something of an ability to gauge people just by seeing them, I guess. Is there anything to me? Anything at all? Or am I just this?
The dragon looks you up and down and says, "You are a lesser creature. Almost none amongst the short-lived flash-in-the-pan races ever amount to anything
Flash
beyond
in the
the
pan,
writer
that's
of that
good.
note."
Flash in the pan, that's good.
Francis nods in agreement and like starts to pull out his notebook. That's why I try to write down songs. Would you like to hear some?
All right, we're leaving. Goodbye.
At that point, do y'all start heading out?
No, Zeta's gonna say is gonna ask Francis if Francis can compose a metal as fuck song to the in honor of the dragon's majesty.
It's true, I feel pretty inspired so far. Like, can you tell me some of your tales? I'll say to the dragon, there there's a tavern I'm kind of popular at, so I could definitely go sing of your great achievements.
The dragon's head lowers and gets real close to kill switch to the point where you can feel the breath coming from its nostrils and it smells of just decay. And it
Sploosh.
slowly opens its mouth. And this being this close, you can actually see that it opens its mouth very slightly to speak. And it says it goes into a tale in graphic detail of its older times, whenever uh, it used to hold a different section of this mountainous terrain, or this mountain range, further to the east, where it it held a different area of domain. And when villages would spring up around it, it would douse the area in negative energy, contorting the people into different kinds of undead abominations, which would slowly leave ghosts springing up about with their unfinished business, which he would come back later to consume.
After hearing the story, Killswitch kind of stands there like jaw open until eventually he says, "Fucking metal."
Don turns to Zeta and Kill Switch, and just looks at Kill Switch. He's so fucking cool.
You guys can notice with the
Yeah,
light now, by the way, that the pile of statuettes and the statues in the corners are all pitch black.
I think I can work with that.
He's so fucking
Oh,
cool,
and
guys.
you can now see that underneath where this ghost stands, there's like a little pile of bones and armor.
Who's that, by the way? And Donovan points at the ghost.
The dragon lets out a small chuckle and says, "He was a fool. He challenged me in my den before I changed domains, and I decided to keep him."
I don't know. I don't know why anyone would really want to challenge you. You seem like you're minding your own business here.
The ghost pipes up and exclaims that he destroyed my entire village, killed my entire family in front of me. Everyone was turned into abominations. We must destroy him. The
Oh no, was your village in his territory?
the dragon says, uh, very loudly, almost deafeningly loud, "That's enough," and slams one claw against the wall where the ghost where the ghost stands currently. You can see the claws actually tear into the flesh of the ghost, unlike you would expect. It actually seems to be bleeding and kind of dying as you would expect a physical person to, and then eventually fades out.
Francis kind of clears his throat and says, "Look, I think we need to go finish writing our song. So we definitely appreciate your time."
Do not let my unsportsman guest quell your good times. He'll be
Oh,
back in
definitely.
time.
No. I am so very happy to have met you. I can't wait to play you your song once I perfected it.
The dragon says, "Never cared for music."
You really want Don to like Yanderhall, don't you?
You will be. You will be.
But he says, "But there is one poem I like."
Go on.
Gotta remember that thing. Can't find it for now.
The Road Not Traveled by Robert Frost.
I can't
Plenty
believe
to
I
think
can't
about
find this
that
right
road
now.
not traveled.
Hold on. Can't believe I didn't have this in front of me.
Emily Dickinson. Not a blah. I was
Here
a
it is.
woman a
He
long
says
time ago.
the poem referred to as Draconic Apsu.
Atsu.
Draconic Apsu. Give me a
Atsu.
bardic knowledge. Oh, that's right.
Oh, what kind of knowledge?
Knowledge history.
I have that.
See it?
I do not have history.
I have that one.
Gonna assist?
This wouldn't be an assist. It'd be separate roles. Can't be like, remember that one time in history? Francis, you actually remember while combing through
Hey.
some of the books in Gil's house, there was a short excerpt, just the very beginnings of the Draconic Apsu poem, as it's actually a 4,000 line epic.
No big deal.
But the first 3 lines you remember standing out in the book says, "I shall then be Apsu, for I am the first, I am the primeval."
Hmm.
Who was of
Sounds
heaven and of
sketchy.
material before they had names, for I
Look at this
created them
boy
of
wikiing.
chaos. And then I shall go, and then I shall end death. And then I shall end death. Holy crap!
Ah.
That is the most metal fucking poem.
Well, Apsu
I
was the
don't know that in
first
character.
chromatic dragon, so he was metal.
I shall, and then I shall end death. Holy crap!
Okay, cool. Sick. Then yeah, at that point, Francis is gonna recite the poem
Let's see the
back to him.
perform oratory.
Nice.
Here's one thing he does.
The dragon seems as impressed as you would expect him to be with a lesser creature. It's like seeing a. He has the look on his face that you would see if you saw a dog open a refrigerator.
Like bring its master a beer.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that's pretty neat that you can do that.
Must have took a long time to train you to do that.
It's damn good human there. Like he even learned that poem.
That's a real. Look at that human doing that thing.
Who's a good human?
Like he recognizes that it must have took some effort, but at the same time knows you're still a human.
Yeah, you still don't know what you're saying.
That's isn't that cute? He thinks he's reciting a poem. Okay, all right, yeah, we'll roll with that. At that point, Francis is gonna bow, and then kind of nod to everyone. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And get the fuck out, we do.
And
Alright.
yeah, at that point, I think
Don looking a little more dejected than he was when he entered.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are ants to this thing.
Oh yeah, I know. I knew he was gonna say that. Shit.
What is this? A dragon for
Get
ants?
the fuck out, Toast.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and end there, I suppose.
Awesome.
You,
I must sleep.
how did you guys feel about the session? It took.
This is the raddest fucking dragon ever. We could have, honestly speaking, we probably could have skipped that fucking zombie bit.
No, there's a mystery there. We just haven't solved it.
There's so many zombies.
We know the mystery. The mystery is their souls are a literal food source for this umbral dragon. This is his domain. He taints the earth around him.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get punished more for the killing all of those zombies.
No,
Eh,
he
we
seemed
literally
pretty
killed
cool
this-
with us.
We literally killed this food.
right.
In
We
his
gotta head up.
story,
We'll
he didn't
catch
eat
that later.
zombies.
GTFO.
When he told the story, he didn't eat the zombies. He ate the ghosts.
True.
The zombies are just soulless husks that are wandering around. Probably affected by the corruption that he spreads.
Kind of like a byproduct, like beer sludge.
I think they're more inconsequential than the imp let on. I think that they're a product of the environment that Gandrahal creates.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a
They're-
dragon that prides himself on looking necrotic.
Yeah, they're like the people who live in Scotlandville.
He's definitely a plumper dragon than the other one. He's well fed.
But he's still rather thin. The description you gave him, like propping himself up like a proud cat, got me.
Yeah.
Because
It's adorable.
dragons are very cat-like.
This dragon is adorable. He's an adorable little killing machine.
I can't believe fucking
I love my
Killswitch
little
took a
killing machine.
deal with the devil.
Also, I'm sorry, but I want to reiterate how fucking rad the draconic Apsu is. I shall then be Apsu, for I am the first. I am the primeval who was of heaven and of material.
Yeah.
Before they had names, for I created them with chaos. I shall then go, and I shall end death.
Apsu is supposed to be like the first deity of Galaran.
All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
It is that time.
GTFO.
See ya.
Ugh.
Yep. I'm gonna go sleep with my killing machine,
Your killing machine?
Max. He's my cat,
Mm.
but yeah, he sleeps.
Hope you guys are ready for next session where you have to leave the mountain of zombies.
Well, we got up there.
I feel like we could have skipped this whole zombie thing. I don't think I'm stressing how many zombies are here. I feel like I stressed it pretty hard.